case anything.
Alrighty then, chat room. Welcome back. It's Real Graps, issue 49. As always, I'm Gardy, and I'm joined by Tots, and we will discuss the week in wrestling. And to start, John Cena is gonna ruin everything, dude.
Yay! Oh, it's not. You don't want that?
I mean, when he turned heel, he did say he was gonna ruin wrestling. He's gonna ruin. He's not gonna ruin wrestling. He's gonna ruin WWE's whole shit.
Oh yeah.
This nigga said, or not even him. They said, "Yeah, gang, go ahead and kick the show off." What? It's his retirement, and you're gonna have him start the show. You don't think that's dangerous to like everybody else on the card in terms of fan reception?
Also, one of their like worst received pay-per-views of the year, WrestlePalooza, did that exact thing.
Well, it was worst received for a different reason. It wasn't so much John being in the front. It was more so who was next to John in the front.
Who was next to John, and the result of what happened. Because functionally, well, not completely, but functionally, it's the same shit. That guy came in, threw John around a lot, and then pinned John 1, 2, 3 at the beginning of the show, and all the kiddies cried. And then the rest of the show also wasn't great. Now, this upcoming show will be better than that show, but at the very least, at that show, people were like, okay, we have a couple more dates. This can be fixed. Nigga, Saturday is it. Like, that's it. That's it. I don't know if it's set in for y'all. Well, listen, it's set in for me because John hasn't been full-time since I was in middle school, so it doesn't fucking matter.
That's not true.
Well, high school, probably.
Yeah, I would say towards like the middle of you being in high school.
What was that, like 2014, 2015?
Like 2015 was when he started to like hard decline because they had found their guys. They had the Shield guys. They had Kevin. They had Finn. Hell, they were gonna get AJ in like a year or two.
True.
Like they were for the most part ready to move on from John. Not in a sense of well, let me not say move on. John was ready to move on because he felt like he had done everything. Him being around wasn't really beneficial to them, other than hey, John Cena's here.
Yep. And so, I mean, listen, I fucked with Cena too. I was ready to move on. So, let me rephrase that. By the time I stopped watching, I was in middle school, right? So, Cena not being around, that shit ain't new to me. Because I came back, post Cena world. So, that shit ain't new to me. But if Cena gets out there and those kids watch him get killed, and God forbid that nigga taps out. God forbid. Right? I don't know how many times he's tapped out.
Now he won't, but
if he does,
in case he does, just to safeguard, in case
he does, and that's first, you niggas are done. Like, people, I've been off Twitter less this week, but and it's only like, well, no, Thursday, it's the end of the week. People have said you might legitimately get shots of people leaving the venue if he loses.
No, that's facts. I hard believe that.
Because this shit is like a real event. Like, John Cena's last match is something that is limited to people. It's limited to people. Not everybody gets to see this. So if that's all people come here for, and I love the NXT kids and I love all the people that are going to perform on Saturday, not everybody is there for y'all, right? Their job, and they understand their job. They understand their job way better than I do. Go out there, do the best job you can, and make people as happy as possible, get the crowd as hyped up as possible going into the last match, right? That's their job. And if that's not their job, if their job is to put on a good show regardless of what happened, not only are people going to leave, energy in that room is going to be abysmal, man.
It's going to be bad, yeah. It's going to feel really bad to deal with this thing,
And I'm sure they'll buy back, and this isn't completely doom and gloom, like, oh, they're going to fucking sink completely. Like, I'm sure, there are plenty of great performers going on after. If it does start first, right, it'd be probably, next up would probably be Bayley Solruka, and then the tag match between AJ Lee and Javon and Leon Slater. That'll be great.
Hold on.
People are going to, be happy to see that. And then Cody Oba at the end. People fucking love Cody. So you're definitely guaranteed a pop there.
Not enough
right?
people.
No, I think he's at the point where niggas are just like the music cuts and they're singing his song like straight through. So I
Not
think
enough people love
not enough people, but
Cody Rhodes. I
it's a
say
good
it
amount.
straight up, fuck niggas.
You'd be right, but I don't know. I think it's a bad decision. However,
Nigga, do you know how illegal a 4 match card is for this guy? Like, this is what I've been talking about for the whole week. Why wasn't this a whole pay per view? Why wasn't this a
um,
one-off pay-per-view called The Time Is Now? Or The Last
I feel
Time Is
like
Now?
I feel like they talked about it at some point during the year about why it
I
isn't a
don't
pay per
I don't
view.
think they did, because this nigga was like, hey, I want to come back and I want to do the whole shebang. I want to be here the whole year. We only need you for 36 dates. What? Like,
Yeah,
nigga, do you hear yourselves?
and they did tell that nigga we only need you for 36.
John Cena tells you he wants to do a full calendar year of wrestling. And you said, yeah, we're gonna use you sparingly. Bro, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. No other company would do such a dumbass thing. Only WWE could do this. And I'm so serious when I say only WWE could make a decision
Yeah,
like this.
I
Nigga, Sting was on AEW TV almost every week leading up to Sting's retirement. The only reason he was like barely on TV was I don't even remember exactly what it was, but nigga, Sting was on TV almost every fucking week for AEW. Whether it was wrestling, whether it was promos, he was around. He was here.
yep,
Like, bro, come the fuck on. Everybody else
and it's
got a
like
regular retirement. Nigga, Tanahashi has been on every fucking New Japan show in some capacity. Whether it's been in a tag match, a 6-man match, singles match, even single sprint. They're not long matches, but they're still, hey, I want to have a match with this guy. Hey, I've never had a match with this guy. Let's do it. Hey, I fought this guy so many times, but let's do it again one last time. Literally everybody else has treated niggas who are retiring with respect. John Cena was not granted that respect. I don't care what nobody says. There was no type of respect in anything they did this year.
oh, definitely not. The retrospective on this year is going to be crazy. And I know John doesn't do those, but hey, nigga, we'll do it for you because it wasn't a great year. Straight up, it wasn't great. It wasn't good. It wasn't even all right. I don't think it was probably just okay. And definitely, I don't think John like there were some great matches in there. I don't think that nigga would have looked as good as Sting, but that's fine because it's like, hey, we don't. If anything, they should have told him, we don't need you to wrestle every week, but like you could bring up people. You could be maybe not even a manager, but like a homie to somebody. Maybe even like do some tag team action. Maybe try to go for the tag belts. If they really wanted to be corny, he could fucking win a couple different belts and not just the big one and the IC. Like he could have, I don't know, maybe had a tag team stint with somebody, right? But they didn't want to use him. I don't know what. Maybe they'll talk about it on Unreal. I will not be watching, but it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And I would be interested to know whose decision it was because I don't think it was Paul's. Uh, I'd have to assume maybe John talked to like Nick Khan or something like that. And Nick was like, "Oh, we only need you for 36," and it's like, you do know what a retirement tour is, right? Like, especially if these niggas are gonna try to tell a story with this. Like, you can't really tell a story if like half of every time you get into anything, people are just talking to themselves, talking to the fucking wall. At that point, why even get in the ring? Why even get in front of people? Why not just do fucking social media fucking videos?
Oh, they will.
At that point, but I don't know. It's very ugly. And even then, fucking who was it? What's that guy's name? Chris Van Vliet. He tried to wring out a little tiny bit of information from Cena, like, hey, what were you guys supposed to do for that heel run? He was like,
I'm
oh, it
not
doesn't
talking about
matter.
it.
Chris was like, come on. I didn't watch that shit, but from how niggas were talking about it, Chris was like, give me fucking something, and John was like, absolutely not. And it's like, okay, all right, well, fuck you, nigga. What the fuck?
Absolutely not. Fuck yourself. He's a company man through and through. He's not gonna leak. He's not gonna leak the shit. Also, with something
But it's
super duper insignificant, he's not leaking nothing, bro.
which sucks. But I mean, that's the guy. That's John.
He's a
You know,
company man.
and that's fine. Your company sucks shit, but it's fine. You can have that opinion. I fuck with it. If I liked a company like that, I'd probably do something similar to them. Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. If one of my cool ideas did get fucking, well, it wasn't my idea, but if a cool idea that the people really
If
wanted
something
got
I really wanted to
ended
do
up down
got
there,
bastardized and flipped upside down and inside out, like John's
I'm telling
retirement tour, oh buddy.
you bet I told.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I would be in Ebu's DMs every week.
Fuck Ibu's damn nigga. I'm tweeting this shit out every day.
Look, y'all will never believe this.
I'm
Right?
recording shit. I'm releasing shit when they piss me off. All the secret foot, nigga. The camera's gonna be rolling the whole time. It's my retirement tour.
Man, I might get an Emmy off this shit
When
depending on
that
how
the
good
last
this shit
time
goes.
is now documentary come out, you're finished.
Boy, up to the
WWE is
Oscars.
finished, nigga. Oh, you can't use that footage. Watch me. But like I said, he would never because he's a company man.
No, that's John, I guess.
Yeah, John is a little robot that he will say nothing and something at the same time, and it's just like, all right, well, what do I take from this? And the answer is nothing because it's nothing. Yeah. Like it's just very simple. Like, having John start this show off is insane. It's absolutely fucking bad shit. I don't know why the fuck you would ever do such a thing. Also, to pivot, they were talking about pushes because the tweet did come out about people talking about how LA Knight has been pushed, and they were like, "Oh, you know, creative and WWE is super high on LA Knight." Okay, so here's the thing, right? You guys aren't high on LA Knight. You guys are high on the concept of LA Knight. He goes out there, he does it his fucking shtick. Everybody cheers and they buy his merch. You have no plans for LA Knight past selling merch. Like I just don't know why we need to word things the way we word them. Perfect example. Say, oh yeah, you know, WWE higher ups see Braun Breaker as the next true big star. We know. He has started the show off every week. Nigga, not only does he start this show off majority of the time this year, whether it was in the vision or not, he's in the most segments. Like the Judgment Day have a majority of the segments on the show, but he is also, alternatively, the person with the most segments on the goddamn show. The Vision will have 3 if the Judgment Day have 4 segments, the Vision will have 3. If the Vision has 4 segments, the Judgment Day will have 3. These are the people you want people to see. The Judgment Day is very important to your TV. Even if it's just Dominic Mysterio. But yeah, man, I don't know.
As far as like La Knight goes, like I understand people when they say like, you know, even if people are like, yeah, we're high on this guy, I can understand them being like bullshit because, you know, niggas have reported, yeah, Finn Balor will get something in 2025. And niggas also say, yeah, the Fed is also very high up on Chelsea Green as well, who we'll get to. But
we have to.
You know, they LA Knight fans want LA Knight to be the guy. And I understand because I also want my guy to be the guy because I feel like he can be the guy. But I think you niggas have to just give it up. I hate
But
to
do
say
you
it.
even feel like he's the guy? Oh, well, he gets the reactions. So?
Yeah. And I, you know, hate to do this, but it does feel like I feel like he himself creatively is just stuck, right?
No,
Because a
he's
lot of his
been
promos
stuck.
go similar.
Because it doesn't mean anything. The gimmick is super low ceiling. This is what the gimmick is supposed to be. It's what do you expect to gain when you take the two personalities of the biggest stars of the 2 decades ago, smash them together, and make yourself a damn tribute. You're a tribute character, nigga.
Yeah.
People got behind you because you're doing. They know what you're doing, and they think, all right, this is cool. You know, he's like a parody of them. LA Knight is not a real character to these people. They get behind you because they see the people that they actually want to see in you.
Yeah.
Niggas, so many niggas, whether they want to admit it or not, are hard pressed for another Rock or Austin type character, and they see that in LA Knight. That's what they want, because they want LA Knight to become a character that just beats on Pierce every fucking week. He's world champion. He's just kicking everybody's ass. He never loses, which LA Knight doesn't ever lose without a reason, by the way. I don't know if anyone, like, we were talking about it, and I went down his cage match, and I was just looking at just this year alone. At the beginning of the year, this nigga could not either win clean, or lose period.
And boy, did we want him to fucking lose at the start of the year.
Well, yeah, we needed him to lose because fucking United States Championship. Give this shit to somebody else.
Get
You
him
little
the fuck
freak.
out of here, man.
But yeah, nah, he's somebody that because just because he's not holding a title or the world title does not mean that this nigga is being buried. This nigga does not lose unless there is a reason. Every time he has lost this year, or every time that he has had a match that does not finish, it's because he's invested in a main event angle. He may not be the important person in this angle, but he is a part of the main event angle.
Yeah.
Nigga, his whole gripe for 2 months straight was that he was the last person to pin Seth Rollins, so he deserves a title shot.
And I'm not gonna lie, if my fave was still beefing with this main event caliber group, which Division very much are and is, I wouldn't be complaining. What the fuck? What? If this gets me on a PPV, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, niggas greedy as hell, bro. Carmelo Hayes niggas have been fucking, and I hate to do this, but we don't know this is where it was gonna go. I haven't been on shit since fucking what? Crown Jewel? 24 or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So if, Carmelo started beefing with them, or God forbid if he even joined them, nigga, hell yeah. I get my pay-per-view time, bro. Eventually. Because is that not what this is going towards? Nigga lost to Gunther, came back to Raw, fucking beef with Logan, match didn't finish, they killed him. Do you think he's not going to get his get back on an actual pay-per-view? Like, is that...
I think he's gonna get his get back next week when he pops back up. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, at a certain point, yeah, because them fucking tsunamis.
The tsunamis are weak as fuck. Apparently, they hit Logan with the light ones. You know what I mean? He just he was very much holding in, sucking in his gut before he jumped off the top.
Oh yeah, Seth used to fucking spit up blood. Now it's just fucking...
Yeah, niggas used to actually die when they got hit with that shit. But but that LA Knight built different. LA Knight is Teflon, which he is.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, if not, next week, then like the most you niggas can hope for is like that fucking 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix, which is a pretty important show. So I don't know. You guys are on the right brand. CM Punk is heavyweight champion, but that's not gonna last long. You gotta hope fucking Braun Breaker loses. So that's LA Knight can go for it, but it's not hopeless, right? And that's the thing. You would think that this nigga is barely getting on this show, that he's wrestling like main event or some shit, which also isn't like the end of the world. But with the way that niggas are looking, you'd be like, oh, he hasn't shown up. You would think the way the LA Knight is getting pushed right now is the exact same way they pushed in quotes Andrade before he left, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what's happening. They're putting him in segments, giving him a lot of shit. Now he shouldn't have done that stupid ass shit with the sign. But like, once they work past that,
dumb, bro.
Once they work past that, you're back in business. Like it's as if nothing really happened, right?
Yes.
The only thing different is fucking Freaking is dead, and I'm sure LA Knight would get. I'm sure LA Knight would get another title opportunity against Freaking. Would he win? No, but he'd get the title opportunity.
And what they want is the opportunities. Like that's what pisses me off. I don't fucking care. Is that we just want the opportunities because he's not getting them and other people are. Like, how many times are you gonna push insert legit main eventer here over LA Knight? It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, man.
We're all speaking the same language, basically. You niggas want to be fucking apes about it. Fucking relax.
All I'm saying is the fact that you niggas hate Gunther, and I don't even know if it's like real hate. I don't know if you guys are like faking the funk for reblogs or whatever I don't know what the fuck shit is called anymore. But the fact that you niggas are just like so down on this when it's going to be good, like it's impossible for it to not be good, is the most ridiculous thing ever. I've been saying, oh well, LA Knight could have used this. It could have made him a star. Are you sure?
He's already a star, man. He's already a star.
So here's the thing, right? LA Knight, because you got your guys' whole thing is that you want LA Knight to win all his matches. You think he's winning against John Cena? That's what you think?
Fuck no. Nigga, if LA Knight was up against John, I'm like, damn, John might... It would literally probably be split 50-50 in my mind of whether or not John's actually losing.
And fam, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if I said this in the last Graps or if I said this on stream sometime this week, but I do remember saying it. Fam, what happens if that match stunk?
Oh, what?
LA Knight and fucking John Cena. What happens if that shit was ass?
I think this would be another one where John has to fucking pull out 16 of other people's moves to get people to pop and pay attention, like he had to do with Logan Paul. Who's this white nigga with locks? He might be light skinned. Let me not do that. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I watched that Gunther LA Knight match. I don't know.
Like, son,
Spoilers, but like
LA Knight is a very average wrestler. That's not a
that's
bad
not
thing.
bad. That's not bad.
The Miz is average. Nigga, like you are the Miz, but
okay.
people are cheering for you.
You know what? No, you're right. You're right.
Nigga, we saw him versus the Miz. It's the same nigga.
Yeah, the same finisher, don't they?
You would fucking think so. That BFT and the skull crushing finale is the same fucking thing. It's a face buster, man. Like, what the fuck are we saying? It's the same shit, bro. I just don't know. All I can say is LA Knight is the most, like, he's a 90s nigga that does the burning hammer. Like,
yep.
His whole moveset sucks. And then he just does the burning hammer and you're like, oh, I guess that's cool, right? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to say?
You guys are a fan of the indies? You guys like Japan, right?
Yeah, you know, I do this burning hammer thing. Okay, where's the rest of it? You know, all the videos of niggas getting, like, they sandwiches but not getting the full sandwich, where it's like, you know, you'd open this shit up and it's like a patty, a bottom bun, and then something else. That's what LA Knight's carry. The LA Knight's whole package is, there's so much shit missing. His actual gimmick is an amalgamation of two guys that were relevant 20 years ago.
Yeah.
His promos are very, very, very nothing happening.
Which, him being a parody of those two niggas is fine. However, you have to understand that, like, we're in 2025, man. Like, you have to mix it up somehow, right? You know?
You know he's been doing this gimmick since, like, 2015, right?
Of course. Because he didn't just, definitely didn't just spawn in the Fed, but I think he built up his shit in TNA, which is like...
Yeah, he was in TNA. He was in... I watched the whole thing. I was watching NWA when it first came back, and when he was on there, I was like, oh, okay, cool. He didn't title there either, by the way.
We need an edge. Like, we need something to, like, bring this into the new world, the new century. Like, what separates LA Knight from The Rock or from Steve Austin, right?
It should be Ricky your goddamn moveset, you idiot.
Ricky Saints. People compare him to The Rock a lot. And, I guess apt comparison, they're both light-skinned niggas, right? One of them has hair for the time being.
No, they got the same hairline. It's the same shit.
For the time being.
He's gonna lose that shit the same way.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna be bad. But he might be. I don't know if he'll be able to save it because The Rock is tall. But
yeah, he is. We found out on NXT he is very small compared to everyone else.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
what separates Ricky from The Rock, and I could be wrong, but it's just Ricky's kind of tied to. Let me not bullshit. Nigga zesty, bro. Like that's, and not to say that The Rock didn't have zest to him, but like Ricky pushes it more in that direction because he's like, all right, I have to separate myself from this guy, or people are gonna call me this shit forever, right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing, Austin leans more Stone Cold. Nigga, that's the Texas Rattlesnake. Like, you gotta come with something crazy. You gotta do something else. The Texas Rattlesnake tells me, oh, nigga, I'm in danger. What about Los Angeles tells me, nigga, adopt Louisiana, bro?
Like that, okay. Like, the whole thing about Austin was that Austin's gimmick wasn't just that he drank beer and yelled at people. It's that he was a legitimate menace to anybody and any and everyone on that roster. He put his hands on literally everybody. That was the fucking problem with him.
Yeah, people were tuning in every week. What the fuck is this crazy ass white nigga about to do?
Nigga was beating up Vince. He was beating up his coworkers. He was beating up his coworkers' friends. He was beating up referees. He was beating up niggas' wives.
He was beating up niggas' wives.
Like Austin.
What is this nigga about to do?
Austin was, I mean, double entendre there, but Austin was.
No, I mean that's what happened. Let's not shy away from it.
He was very much a force of nature in that Attitude Era Raw. The Rock was the shining beacon of the show. He could not do wrong. Literally the people's champion. LA Knight, what are you? You're not the people's champion. You're also not that dangerous because niggas be beating you up on the fucking regular.
On the regular. And maybe that's what the LA Knight fans, maybe we finally yapped enough to dissect what these niggas want. They want him to be more like Stone Cold. They want him to be more protected.
He's protected enough!
No, they want him to be more protected. That's what it sounds like to me.
Look at his fucking whatchamacallit. Look at his cage match and read the finishes. Most of them are not no contests, DQs, or him winning.
That's not enough for them.
Like, what the fuck? The guy doesn't lose like that.
They also want him to have a title. You forgot that part too.
Yeah, great. You know what? Hey, go ahead and take this. You can go down to NXT, and you can beat Jasper Short in 3 seconds for the speed title, and you can just hold on to that.
No, that don't work for us. Yeah.
Well,
that's what them niggas would tell you too, man. But okay. All right. I watched the. All right. No, I didn't watch. I listened to the What Do You Want to Talk About podcast with Cody and Timothy Chalamet.
Tim Hortons, my dog.
Now realize why I'm not in the podcast as much as other people. Because you can tell the way that we structure this shit is very Joe Budden-esque. You know, them niggas didn't have ad breaks. We ain't got no fuck ad breaks. Them niggas used to ramble. We like to ramble. All them other podcasts, we were not listening to that shit.
Well, I mean, it's because of how these shit start. Like, when most niggas start a podcast with ads already. Like, that's just... Yeah. Like, you got them out the gate type shit.
It's terrible. Let me tell you. Because, bro, these niggas charge the shit packed full of ads, bro. There'd be like a 3-4 minute conversation. I'm like, all right, it's starting to get good. I'm really starting to get into this. Ad break. All right, bro. There was one where towards the end of the podcast, they were just chaining ads I've already listened to. Like, I understand Wheatley Vodka is like, I think it's Cody's thing. I don't need 2 ads for that. Yeah. I already heard you advertise this. The fuck? But they got to talking about some things. I can get the subject list because it was. That's the cool part is that the show actually like has like built in like like sections of like, hey, here's what's going on, right?
Yeah, it's like a really cool YouTube thing. Like, imagine if I wasn't lazy as shit, and I could do that for Graps. Sit down and actually edit through everything. But I'm lazy as fuck. So
I ain't got the time for all that. All right. Maybe once we
Spotify does it actually.
Does it?
Yeah. So I was looking through the actual like dashboard thing, and it does cut things up by like, I guess what we start. It's weird. Like, it has like an automatic thing that it does it by like AI, and it just like cuts it up. I'm not sure how effective it is, but from when I looked, it did look pretty effective.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. It didn't really deviate too much from like what they were saying. Like, it was all pretty much accurate. There was like sometimes when a topic would run over, but pretty much, let's see. So 19 chapters. So they start talking about, obviously this is on Timmy's press tour for Marty Preem. So they talk about it because Cody got to watch the shit early, lucky motherfucker. They talk about that. They talk about ping pong, adulthood, and some stuff that's in the like actual movie that I kind of didn't want to hear. I like going into movies blind. But hey, I'll go fuck myself, right? They talk about Heyman, how Heyman's a super genius, and kind of like how the wrestling has kind of reached this pop culture status. One of the things that they talked about with Heyman is how Heyman has like his own spot in Gorilla, and people will come up to him and be like, hey, what do you think of this? And when Heyman has like a referential thing to show them, a lot of the times it won't be wrestling. He'll like reference other things in pop culture. I forget the specific thing that they brought up. But I was like, that's cool. I think that's, if anything, that's when I realized that this entire podcast, like when I make my get into wrestling fucking referendum or addendum, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, tell them niggas to stay away from podcasts, shoot interviews. You don't need the shit no more. Shoot interviews were good back before like the internet was a real thing, because it was insight into stuff, but it was still also just terrible. Just stay away from all that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. But when I make the sequel to that video, which is just me saying I was wrong for 30 minutes, but also like wrestling isn't fake, really, quote unquote, that's what I'll fucking reference, because all up and down that shit, they just talked about like the marriage of like sports and like other things to the business, right? Then they directly go into talking about pulling back the curtain of like modern WWE and kind of like how that's changed. I forget exactly what this was part of or like what they talked about with the Boogeyman. I know Cody brought up a new term that he learned, which was that some guys are called like proper lighting guys, which essentially means that like their shit doesn't work unless it's like, you go the whole 9 yards to give them their presentation, right? For example, right, you can drop Undertaker into a backstage segment and he can just talk to niggas, and niggas are still gonna be like, oh, that's the Undertaker. However, if I just see the boogeyman walking around the fucking locker room, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is that?
What
But
is
not in
that?
like an intimidating way, but in like that's not the fucking scary ass nigga that I know him as. Who the fuck is that? Right? What else did they talk? I think this was also the part where I think they talked about Hammerstein.
Yeah.
How Timmy wanted to watch a show out of there. That's when Cody is like, asked H, and Timmy was like, I did. And he was like, there's only one elevator to load everything into, and you can't make money, probably because it's a smaller venue. But, you know, that was something interesting to hear. They also, I think this is probably also where they talk about, like, I was talking to Gardy about it earlier, but, you know, the big SmackDown fist that they used to have, and like the old fucking steel kind of like raw shit where they used to have the Titantron, the steel Titantron. H was like, can't do that shit anymore. We are 360 now. Fuck, nigga. That's gonna block people's view, so we can't do that. We can't do that.
You know, that's funny because look what y'all did at Survivor Series, by the way.
Huh?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Nah, that's different. Let's see. I think there was a Jay Lethal fucking mention in here.
That's
Of all the niggas to
awesome.
get mentioned, there was a Jay Lethal mention, which I thought was pretty cool. The unseen trust in battle bonds and wrestling. Yeah. So Cody talked about how, you know, growing up, he tried to do the business like as close to real as possible. And he talked about how, like, growing up, there were a couple things. He early on he talked about how Timmy, he was like nervous meeting Timmy, and how his dad Dusty was nervous meeting Johnny Cash. Like that was like the only time you ever saw like Dusty take his hat off to like greet somebody or something like that. And Cody was like nervous to talk to Timmy too. But in the business, Cody grew up, you know, shaking hands with everybody before, I guess, like before they both go out or something like that. And he would always wonder like, why do niggas do that? And he essentially explained that like that's you putting your trust in somebody to not go out there
And
and
killing
hurt
him.
me. Yep.
Yeah.
And he gave a story about how, you know, he 100% put his trust in somebody, and it didn't go well, but like it wasn't that guy's fault. So he talks about how there was a chair shot that he took to the head, and he had the chair sanded down essentially completely, sanded it down the best they could. But the one part of the chair that he didn't think would get him was like, um, I guess like the lip. That's what he said. I was like, I kind of get what you're talking about, but not
Is he
really.
talking about this fucking Sean Spears thing? What?
Sean Spears smacked him in his head. He was like, all right, yeah, that kind of hurts. What, nigga, is that my blood? And he talks about how Brandy was supposed to be like, you know, scared in the moment, but she was more upset than anything.
Yeah,
And
because what the fuck, man?
he talked about like now he kind of doesn't do those as much. He doesn't completely write off that he doesn't do that shit because we all know he, you
We
know,
all know he does
Kevin,
stupid. We can watch him do stupid ass shit.
the fucking ladder match with Kevin this year, right? But he's like, you know, nowadays I have to kind of like dial it back because I do have people to look out for, people that, you know, are counting on me to like be okay. So I gotta dial back on that. They tied to Marty Supreme. I was forced to listen to more aspects of the movie that I didn't want to. And what else? I think, fuck. There was a part in here where Cody talks about how, you know, everybody in this business obviously wants to be the best. He references what Timmy says. I don't think this is like exactly how it went because I watched like half of it yesterday, part of it today. But I know there was a really cool thing that Cody does, or that Cody did, where it's like, you know, a lot of like the shit that you see on screen is real. Specifically, there's a guy that I don't even have to name, but that you know that we both want to be the best. He wants to be QB1, I want to be QB1, and we do have this like really good rivalry. But there's like nobody I'd rather make music with than him. And I was like, that's kind of fire. That's kind of fucking tough. He talks a bit about Bad Bunny and the, you know, the whole backlash thing to where, you know, Damien and Bad Bunny had Puerto Rico fucking going bananas, but they somehow ended up closing the show. And like the crowd was still good to them, but he was like, damn, they probably should have closed it out because like they
It's
had
one of those
everything.
things where it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah. They talked about how, you know, crowds in general are like unforgiving. Cause this is where they talk about ECW, One Night Stand, and like when John threw the fucking shirt into the crowd and then them niggas threw that shit right the fuck back. And Timmy was like, damn, you know, doing my job is tough, but like you guys do this shit and get the feedback like
immediately.
Cody talks about how he was like walking through the crowd at one point and some lady had a big ass like overrated sign and she was cheesing hard as fuck like right next to him. Let's see. They talk a bit about College Game Day.
What the
And
fuck?
Cody was on College Game Day once, and he went up there with no notes, and the niggas fucking grilled him. They're like, "Damn, you ain't got no notes, no paper, nothing. You just going up here raw." But Timmy went up there with notes, and that's when like, you know, men started to respect Timmy. I'll say I'm not no bitch. Then you know, men started to respect Timmy because like, oh, hold on, Timmy's a ball knower. And then after that, that's when he started to go to the Knicks games, and you know, started to showcase himself more as like in like more masculine appearances, right?
Yeah.
And then that's Cody eventually talks about fucking Andrew Schultz and how they're doing Street Fighter together, and Cody's like trying to be like the best person on set that he can. Like anything you need me to do, if you want me to be the last person around, I'll be the last person around. And he was like, you know, doing like improv with Andrew Schultz was just, you know, seamless because you know Timmy was like, I was the first person to put people on the Scatterboo, which I don't know if that's like I don't know, but I don't know if put on is the phrase. Maybe not, but like I don't think you should go anything saying about like I was the first anything for Scatterboo because them niggas probably had him scouted for fucking years. And then you know from Scatterboo they go to you know the Andrew Schultz Raw segment where Scatterboo got pushed and niggas were like oh, and then they talk about Street Fighter, which I thought was cool. Timmy talks about meeting Batista for the first time, like he literally knocked on his trailer and was like he did the guns. He was playing the music too. He was playing fucking
Saliva.
Walk. There's Saliva, yeah. That crazy. And talk about the fucking pyro logistics. Cody said that some people backstage kind of get upset with him because he has like mad pyro. He's got like 3 different like segments of pyro. Even when he gets up on the fucking like turnbuckle and gets more pyro, they're like, "Damn, nigga, what the fuck?" Because they've gotten into like a little bit of discussion about like entrances. Cody brings up how you know when niggas get jumped now and people come out to like run out to help them. If you don't immediately come out, if you do your intro, you're fucking Jeff Hardying me. Niggas are like, don't Jeff Hardy me, please. And then Cody tells a story about Jeff Hardy. So let's see.
What
Back.
story could he possibly have?
I actually don't, I don't know, but like I don't know when this because I was thinking I was like, when did this happen? But I was like, all right, whatever. So they talk about how like kayfabe is so real that like heels get a bus, faces get a bus, and then there's the party bus sometimes. So you know, Jeff was known to miss the bus. Like he would just straight up just like be late to getting to the bus. And niggas are like, don't miss the bus, Jeff. And Jeff is like, all right, not gonna miss the bus. Because the bus now that they're leaving for is at 5 o'clock. So this was after a show. Everybody's happy, everybody's hype. You know, they're gonna go out to party. Cena is like categorically known as not a party nigga. He's a like responsible guy. But this time Cena's feeling it. He's like, Jeff, you coming to party? Jeff was like, nah, I can't go. I don't want to miss the bus. It's at 5. I'm not going to the party. Cena's like, bro, we'll let you. We got a Beats pill. Like, we'll let you get on the aux, bro. Like, come on. You can't ditch the party. And Jeff was like, bro, please. And Cena's like, come on, man. Like, you're not going to miss the bus. It's at 5. How could you miss the bus? These niggas go and party. Lo and behold, guess who misses the fucking bus? 5, 5:10, 5:20, 5:30. Here comes Jeff. Jeff goes right to Cena. Nigga, I told you I would miss the bus.
Shit is ridiculous.
Very ridiculous guy. But and then they talk about Timmy's like bold pursuit of greatness speech that he gave last year during award season that has now like come back into circulation. And Cody's just like, I mean, I get it as like a guy that, you know, puts it all on the line, does everything that I can to like push forward the business, push forward myself. Like we're all in the pursuit of greatness. If you're not, what are you doing? Right?
Yeah.
And they talk about how like Timmy specifically says like everybody like is like down on themselves now. Like people ain't got no like no gumption. I guess you're not really trying to go and be the best person that they can be. And you know they kind of just share and bond about that. And that's just kind of like a pretty much lightly touching on like all the shit that they talked about. I know there was like a lot of like Timmy has some deep cuts to where it's like I know he's like me and him are similar ages, but like his memory of the shit is like way better than mine of just like remembering specific pyro and shit like that. Cause like when I got back into it, I didn't really remember too much. But he remembered way more. And niggas mentioned on Twitter that he mentioned when RVD got suspended for like weed or something like that. I don't remember hearing that, but if he did say that, then like that's elite ball knowledge. That nigga definitely does his homework before getting on these fucking
Listen, man,
appearances.
he's the real deal.
But it was a good pod. I definitely recommend it as a listen. I think for a guy that has like such great performances, like Timmy, I love you, nigga. Your public speaking is kind of buns, bro. Like, finish your thought before you. And I know it's crazy for me to say this, but like, nigga, finish your thought before jumping in the next thought. God damn. But that's the homie. That's the homie, Timmy. But yeah, good pod. I did one part of my homework. Next week, tune in for me to watch. For me to, I'll go watch The Smashing Machine and listen to Dwayne talk to Brendan Fraser, and I'll let you niggas know about that. That'll be my thing for next week. So we'll see. Because The Rock did get nominated for a Golden Globe this week. However, I don't want to say it's fake. As a nigga on here, that's like, I study the film industry. I've been studying this shit since 2020. It's been like 5 years. With the way they broke up the nominations for the Golden Globes, it's a little fake, right? So to give context, or not context, but like an example, for the Emmys, The Bear has won like out of like the 3-4 seasons they've had, they've won 2 and lost the third one. Probably gonna lose the fourth one, right? Now everybody is like, that's bullshit. The niggas even have 2 because the show essentially is framed as a drama, but it gets pushed in the comedy category. It's kind of the same thing with the way that the Golden Globes do it, right? All the heavy hitters for Best Actor have been put into comedy, right? So Leonardo DiCaprio, fucking, I'm not gonna get the list, but like a lot of like the heavy stars, like the lead for No Other Choice, also very strong contender, and like another guy. So it's 3 people that could be in the running for lead drama, but they got put into lead comedy. Are all people that could have been in over Dwayne. But Dwayne made it, and he's not like the weakest person in there because I haven't seen all those movies, but he's definitely not winning that category. I'll tell you that. So it's not completely fake. We'll see how the rest of award season shakes out for Dwayne, but it's not looking good if that's like any indication for his Oscars chances. That's what I'll say. But yeah, that's my actor corner. I'm not gonna plug Marty Supreme because fuck with Timmy, but I don't know. Pay us, nigga. Sorry. Yeah, that's all I got. Are we ready to get into like Graps actually, or is there more news stuff?
I mean, there's really nothing else. Like, everything is kind of whatchamacallit. Everything is pretty much just tied to the shows, so we could just go right into it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless you want to talk about Punk saying that Logan Paul is admirable for doing the job, even though everyone hates him, even though he knows everybody hates him. But
I'll touch on that, right? Because people are upset that Punk said that, right? It's terrible for me because I really don't like Logan Paul. And a lot of people always go to his defense and be like, Logan Paul is a great performer. I don't think that's true, and I don't think, like, for example, right? I said to Guardy, like, the first time I watched Logan Paul, which was probably fucking Logan Paul versus LA Knight, that I was like, wow, Logan Paul is great. And then I actually got into watching more wrestling, and it's like, even this week, like this past Dynamite and Collision, not to be a fucking AEW mark, but those had really good matches on them between people that like push the boundaries of like what wrestling is psychologically, physically, and just like emotionally, right? And I don't think Logan does that for me. Like, the most engaged I've been in a Logan match was the John Cena match, and that's because I was being a fucking nerd, and I was just like, wait a minute, is that this person's move? Is that this person's move? That this person's move? Like, I wasn't engaged in any of the storytelling that like Logan is trying to tell me. He doesn't engage me as a promo guy on the mic. He doesn't engage me in the ring. He doesn't engage me. None of that shit engages me. Not much more than fucking seeing the Rizzler or something like that hit a spear. Like, it doesn't. It's just noise to me, right? So Punk saying that, I forget what the specific quote was, but Punk trying to give Logan his flowers is him being a good coworker, right? That's like me at the end of the year. My boss is handing me a worksheet, I don't really dislike the nigga I'm working with, but like it's not my man's, right? If he comes up and says something to me, I'll talk back to him because I'm nice. My mom raised me correctly, but like that's not my guy, and that's how I see it, you know. And even if he does like Logan, that's completely fine. That has no bearing on my life or what I do. However, it does make me look at your work on screen a little bit differently, which is what a lot of people are saying, right? The entire character of CM Punk is I'm not this circus act. I'm not, a thing that you can roll out and make me do whatever you want. I am my own person. I have my own beliefs. And if what you want me to do doesn't line up with my beliefs, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, right? And that's something that had a formative effect on a lot of people, right? Definitely had a formative effect on me because I have, issues with whatchamacallit. What's the fucking word? Sorry, I'm getting CT at the wrong moment. Authority. I have a problem with authority figures, right? So seeing CM Punk disrespect Vince McMahon, as plenty of wrestlers have done, all right, on camera and off camera, seeing him do that meant something to me. And not to say that Logan Paul is an authority figure, but this is definitely, he even says it himself. If this was a Punk from 10 years ago, I wouldn't want to work with this nigga. And even then, people know that Punk does not want to work with people he doesn't want to work with, right? Niggas keep pushing. Jack Perry could not have been that annoying. And I don't think Jack Perry was that annoying, right?
We've
But
talked about it, bro. They were. It was never going to work.
yeah,
As soon as the Bucks drew the line in the sand, it was up.
exactly.
Because like
Um,
niggas seem to have forgotten that they split the company down the fucking middle. The Bucks were on Dynamite, and Punk was on Collision, and Punk was using people that weren't on Dynamite on Collision, and he was keeping other people close to them niggas off Collision. It was
which,
literally alive in this. It was not going to work.
yeah. So, and even then, that was as recent. That was this decade.
That
That
was
was
3 years
this
ago.
decade. That was during the Biden administration. That was not that long ago. So to say, for people to go up here, there, and harp and be like, "Oh, God forbid a man grow and change," it's more complicated than that because people were there. People were there that watched those shows. You can't just say that. You can't just say that because the same guy that has to react to people drawing a line in the sand has then gone to the company that he didn't like. He's now working for the doofus son and has gone to Saudi Arabia and apologized, right? And it's one thing if how John Cena likes to dress it up, right? He likes to dress it up as, you know, oh, Punk has gone on to apologize for what he said and he gets to perform for kids over there, right? That's all well and good. I'm glad the kids over there can watch CM Punk. That's amazing. However, I don't think that's the reason why he went over there. I just genuinely don't know. Because even when it was happening, we talked about it because it was a 9/11 for us. He's, Gardy said he was gonna have to go over there eventually. There was no way the company was going to let him get away with not going to Saudi Arabia,
Yeah,
right?
cause once them Saudi niggas start asking for shit, you don't got a choice.
Right.
Fam, you gotta remember the fucking what you would call it. Them Saudi niggas was at the beginning of this deal. They was asking for niggas that was dead.
Yeah.
Niggas was asking for Macho Man.
Right.
Macho Man been dead for like Macho Man was dead for like 10 years at that point.
A decade, bro.
I don't remember when Son
So
died, but I remember he was long since dead, and it was like, yo, y'all know, do, do y'all really live in a bubble like that? That you're asking for niggas that like have been dead for a while now, fam.
they like
The
the
Saudi Arabian
attraction.
niggas asked for the Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, and that's why we got those shitty ass fucking matches.
Yep. And that should tell you everything that they need to know. It's not like they have this like deep respect and love and admiration for the business. Because they don't. Because if they did, the women's matches would not look and sound like that. And I understand there's a little bit more culturally going on there. However, as a business person, right? If some shit doesn't work, some shit doesn't work, right? If only half of like the wrestling things that we do in this country work, it doesn't work at all. And they wanted Punk because I don't know, they wanted fucking I like that guy in 2011, 2012, and I want to have the spectacle of having CM Punk in this country because they're doing the whole sports washing thing, right? All the shit that people are upset with Evo about also happens in wrestling. That's what's going on right now. That's why Randy Orton is probably going to miss John Cena's last match, because him and Speed are over at fucking Beastland in Riyadh doing who the fuck knows what, but it doesn't matter
They're
because, oh my
riding the
god,
fucking Mr. Beast roller coaster.
look
The
at
one
how
that has
cool
no
this is.
seatbelts.
Look, it's so cool, right? It's so cool. Look at what we have. It's so cool, guys. Hiding all the other fucked up shit that they do on the daily, right? But Mr. Beast and Randy Orton and ISHO Speed and Ronaldo and all this other shit. You know, the World Cup, Riyadh. Oh my god, let's go visit Riyadh and fucking Dubai and Abu Dhabi and all that other shit that people do and they get money. They don't do the research because that's what this shit is intended for. So Punk saying that back then, it meant something. It was essentially the correct thing to say. And I know people can be like, "Oh my god, you're posting about it on Twitter, which is run by Elon Musk, who tampered with the elections." Yes, we know. We don't. We don't like that. We did our jobs, right? And guess what? Because I don't know if them niggas noticed. A lot of the people that used to be on the platform are no longer on the platform, or they're posting less. You know, plenty of artists, plenty of people that I like to see on my timeline. Nigga, a few years ago, before all the Elon changes really got going, fucking Glove and It's Not Adam at all, and all the niggas used to have a timeline jumping every single week. You know what I'm saying? Now the timeline still jumps for shit, but it's not the same. None of this shit is the same because of these people. And that's what is at the core of this shit, is that like it's just, you know, even if Punk has taken things to the level to where he's like blurred his character between himself and his character, and now that like CM, like, you know, Phil the person is making statements that CM Punk would not, people are losing faith in the CM Punk character. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you disagree so heavily with a guy that runs crypto scams, that, you know, has harassed transgender athletes to the point to where if she went back to her country and them niggas actually, it's the fucking witch rules essentially. If she went back there and them niggas for real were like, "Are you transgender?" She might have gotten fucking boomed.
Who we talking
But
about?
that's the guy that's like Logan Paul. He did that. He was
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
insinuating
I know
that
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I got lost real quick. No, I got you.
No, my fault. I was taking that shit mile a minute. But like it's not just you know, people think it's just a Japan forest, right? That alone, I should smack you upside your head for. But it's so much shit that compounds every single day, right? And even on top of that, you know, Triple H and Linda McMahon, nigga, nursing and teaching are no longer professions. We should blow all of you niggas up.
Listen, man.
But you know, get off the soapbox. Essentially, all that to say, it is a 9/11. However, I don't, nigga, we're in like the last 2 years of the nigga's career. It doesn't matter anymore. Who the fuck cares, right? Doesn't matter. None of it should matter.
That's it. That's really where we get to. That just nothing matters.
And like, you know, if I want my wrestlers to follow my politics, which I know that a lot of them already don't, I'll just go watch AEW, which I want to anyway. If I had the option to just completely leave this WWE shit in the past forever,
I mean,
it would be
we
done.
could do that, but I mean,
it would be done.
Like niggas would like everybody to do that, but I mean, it's like, fact of the matter is, the niggas that I like people that wrestle here. Like,
exactly. That's the hard part.
I don't want to like it. It's lame that I can't watch them because the company is fucking evil. You know.
Yeah. Look at the niggas, and I mean niggas in some of these pictures. Javon, Ricky, Oba. You know what I'm saying? People are doing a colorism thing with Sol Ruka that I don't want to touch because that's fucking annoying. But
let's get right past that shit.
Sol Ruka, I would love to see Sol Ruka in person one day, right? I would love to see all these people, but it just don't feel right that I know that the fucking company that they work for is just full of bad niggas that actively do bad nigga shit. So I'm just fucking ignore it, man. I'll watch the shit on my perfectly legal websites, and that'll be it. That'll fucking be it.
This shit is ridiculous.
But it's okay. I'll go watch my woke wrestlers at All Elite Wokeism. All right.
All Elite Wokeism. I like that.
You know, Swerve in that bullshit ass song. You know, I was supposed to listen to that song.
Oh, yo, like, no. We're going right into SmackDown. Fuck that.
I'll do that next week. Next week, I'll fucking... Nigga, is that Ku Klux Kierman and 2XKO? All right, let's go to SmackDown.
We knew it.
Jesus Christ, man.
We knew it.
All right.
We have to get the arcane money. We have nothing else going for us.
I told Mykey this. I told him, I was like, they're just gonna keep putting arcane characters in the game. He didn't believe me.
Shit is fucking funny.
Oh
So,
my god.
just some quick things. I was listening to the Observer. I didn't get to finish it. This was Monday's Observer. They were talking about how Turner screwed up Collision, and it was supposed to be live coast to coast. It was not live on the West Coast, so this shit just kind of died over there. I don't know. It fucked up people's like what's the word? It fucked up their DVRs and a ton of shit like that. As
Damn.
for this Warner Bros. Discovery split and the subsequent purchase of Warner Brothers, how it affects AEW, it doesn't necessarily affect anything till the deal is up in like 27 or 28 or so, maybe. I don't remember which one it was, but they were also talking about the likelihood of AEW being switched from Max to the Turner Sports app, which would be super bad for them because that's probably going to be a separate app from Max, and people will have to pay for that one as opposed to, or not as opposed to, but also probably paying for pay-per-views through Max. We have no idea how it's going. They were saying that the best thing that they could do is, Dave was saying that the best thing that they could do was make stars and pull the trigger in the contract year. So, not completely move away from guys like Kenny and Joe and Moxley and you know the older guys holding the belts, but basically niggas like Kyle Fletcher, like Kevin Knight, like fuck, I don't even remember the young guys like that. My brain is on fire, but you know MJF, Darby Allin. No, I'm not gonna say Sammy Guevara. That'd be a fucking lie. Takeshita. You know the younger guys on your roster have to be at the forefront by the time 2027 and 2028 hits, so you can have something new and fresh and a product that's not necessarily stagnating, but something that's interesting going into this contract year. So I mean, also Netflix said that the companies would stay different, and them niggas started laughing at the shit because that's what TKO said about WWE, and we know how that went.
I
Shit is all one company.
People are doing a lot of coping, and honestly, I get it. It didn't feel great for me as somebody that likes to make film that we're losing a big filmmaking company. However, them niggas did that shit to themselves. As somebody that's been a fan of like HBO products, nigga, you can go back to fucking a random episode of our Young Justice Real Raps, and we'll be slandering the fuck out of just like the entire way they're handling that production and like a bunch of other shit. So they can only blame themselves, right? If fucking David Zaslav later is just like, oh, this isn't how I no nigga fuck
He's
you,
not gonna
right?
say that. He won.
But the only thing that you can have hope in is that like the it's not fully finalized, right? They're still in that bidding war with Paramount.
Yeah,
So if
Paramount.
Paramount,
The Paramount shit is so funny. Real quick, because Temp was like, "Oh well, you know, Paramount says they're gonna make a bunch of shit." I said, "Yeah, Temp, they're saying what niggas want to hear so they can win."
yeah, and Netflix is doing the exact same thing
Because
because they also started saying that like, yeah, we're gonna leave
Ted
it to the
Sarandis
stream
was
for
like,
long.
"Nigga, imagine if you could just watch all the biggest blockbusters at home on Netflix when they come out." And niggas was like, "That's kind of fucking disgusting, man." So here comes fucking Paramount. We'll make a movie we'll release a movie every month, almost like 2 movies every month or some shit. Yeah, I mean that sounds good, but you're literally saying that because this guy was talking about making Netflix a giant fucking red dot on
Yeah.
the map. Now here comes Sarandis. Oh no,
Um.
we're not gonna kill the movie theaters. We're talking, you know, we wanna do the consumer experience. I need everybody in here to get disqualified. I need this sale to get canceled
It
completely.
it would be so easy, right? Because the only thing Netflix has to do is say, hey, instead of when a movie leaves the theaters, you have to go out and rent it for like $20 or some shit. It's just gonna be on Netflix after. You like Netflix actually doesn't have to do anything special. All they have to do is just put movies on Netflix after the run is over. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything fucking else, right? Because people are like, oh my god, Netflix movies suck. I don't think that's true. I like the new Knives Out movie. It's a great John. I don't have to do it. And it's the same thing with like all this other shit that they're going to inherit from WB, right? If AEW is included with this, nigga, guess what? All we have to do is figure out a pay per view model. We don't have to figure out anything else. You already have the technology
They
with the
have one. You
WWE.
just keep it the same.
You have it. Just All you have to do is figure out, all right, what are we gonna do about pay-per-views? That's it. That's all you have to do.
Nothing like if the WB does resign them or whoever the fuck resigns them, they should they could just keep it the same.
What
TNT,
the
TBS, yeah, AW schedule
Yeah.
it doesn't weigh on you. Like it's just there, you know.
And if anything, you wanna keep nice, hey. And nigga, Amazon can keep streaming that shit. I don't give a fuck. But after like 6 months, that shit is mine, baby boy.
Cause here's the thing about like TV. We talked about it last week. Wrestling is the most important thing on these channels that have them. Now, granted, yes, TBS and TNT. Well, TNT. Let me just say TNT. TNT has sports, right? So that is the most important thing there. AW is coupled in there because outside of sports, what else are people watching and watching wrestling? Like that, those are the big shows. They're not gonna outdo the fucking Big Bang Theory reruns on what's the word on TBS, but that's because TBS it was built around that basically. Like that's just it. Niggas that don't have Netflix are tuning into the Big Bang Theory reruns to let it run on your TV. I don't know, but
yeah. So it's none of this shit is hard. It's just the people running this shit are really stupid. They're just really dumb.
they're
Because
incredibly money oriented, which makes them stupid. Yeah.
truly, if it's not broke, why fix it? And if anything, you're still going to you're gonna make the same money, but you're just gonna make people's lives more convenient. Because the people that are like, oh, I'll just wait for streaming crowd can always be there. It's just that now with the deal, shit gets cheaper for them because they're paying for your stupid ass subscription service anyway. Let them wait as long as they like. That's more subscriptions for you, but they know at the end of the fucking 6 month run that a movie's going to have, it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
Just keep.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's not hard. Nothing is hard. All right. Continuing. Sorry.
So I mean, we can just lightning round through most of this because most of this doesn't really matter. Like I feel like
Oh, you know what I'm here for.
NXT and well, not really NXT. Yeah, no NXT. NXT and Dynamite are the big news shows here. So SmackDown has a Survivor Series recap. Cody ends up attacking Drew in his car because apparently Drew wants to get back into the building. And Drew says something interesting here, right? Drew claims that because they won War Games, he should be unsuspended. In what fucking world does that work?
Thank God Aldous didn't listen to him for once, right?
No, but in what world is that like? When was that ever levied against Aldous? Because he tries to make it seem that the contract that he signed claimed that he would be unsuspended if they won War Games, which was never a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Cody, he gets back in his car. Cody's in his car, beats his ass, and then he goes to cut a promo. Cody thought he was done with he thought he was done with Drew, but apparently not. So he says, "Yo, unsuspend him. I want him at the Rumble probably." So that's probably what we're gonna end up dealing with in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. You know what I'm here for. You know what's next. Actually, no, I do want to talk about some fucking random thing that came up too.
What's up?
Nigga, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are having a mixed tag against fucking Aleister Black and Zelina Vega.
Yeah, because there's no women on SmackDown for Damian to team with.
Oh my god.
Like everybody's either tied up in nothing or they're not Rhea Ripley. So
like I get it, we have to get Damian back to being a superstar, but you niggas need to have a long internal talk about what is happening on this Blue show.
I mean, niggas were saying, "Yo, bring up Lola Vice," and then they're like, "Oh, that could get messy." Who cares? Honestly, who cares? You niggas said Lola Vice is a star, right? Let's see it.
Let's see it indeed, bro.
DIY has the Axiom mask. Ciampa was talking about getting the US title. Melo calls him a jackass and walks off. So Carmelo has the open challenge, and we all know what it is, Chad.
Yes,
This was reheated Graps, but boy, does it tastes just as good as it was fresh.
This is what I was waiting for, chat room. This is what I was waiting for.
This was peak. This was probably the best match on the show. If I'm actually going through it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is the best match on the show by a country mile. That's crazy.
Easily, man.
It really is crazy that every week the U.S. Open title or Open Challenge is guaranteed to be the best match on the card. Like that should be illegal. So they note that the United States title has changed hands 5 times this year. We started the year with Shinsuke as champion. And the first change was to LA Knight, then to Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania, then to Solo Sikoa at, I think that was Saturday Night's main event, right? Then to Sami Zayn
Yeah.
on SmackDown and Dragunov on SmackDown. Let's see what we have here. They were hooping. I don't know what the fuck. Because Dragunov is whooping his fucking ass.
Nah, he was beating the fuck out of Melo,
Like,
bro.
if there is a nigga that throws them hard bitches, it's this nigga.
It's definitely Dragon. Nigga, him kicking Melo off the top rope, holy shit.
That was crazy. Bro. Nah, that was... The cameraman having to catch that was crazy. I'm mixing shows, I just realized. But anyway.
Yeah, I was like...
Melo goes for the first 48, and the power bomb that came out of this situation here was one of the dirtiest power bombs I've ever seen.
Devious as fuck, bro.
Straight down to the fucking mat. The crowd is all over for Melo. They want to see something happen. They don't care what they see. It don't matter if Dragunov wins. It don't matter if Melo wins. They just like what they're seeing.
It don't matter.
So
they're loving all of it, man.
Carmelo goes up for the frog splash. Or no, sorry. I thought he was going up for this frog splash. They said he might have been going for nothing but net. We will never know because Tommaso Ciampa decides to get his lick back for getting called a jackass. So he crotches Melo on the top. This sends him directly into Torpedo Moscow, into an H-bomb for the 3. But we get a wrinkle. When Dragunov saw the replay on the Tron, he was absolutely fucking livid.
Yep. I wasn't even upset about this. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
no, it was good. Like it's one of those things where we can at least get a return match from Melo because there was interference. But we're also finally nipping this Tommaso Ciampa bullshit that we've been nursing for 3 weeks in the butt.
Later on in the show, I think Axiom's talking to Nick all this, and then I think Dragunov pulls up.
Yeah, he wants that nigga.
They continue teasing fucking.
Oh, Tama-Tonga.
And I'm like, okay.
So wait, hold on. Does this mean what I think it means? Is Solo the main eventer in this group? Like, is Solo the guy that would be going for the world title? Is that?
Oh yeah. What?
Is that confirmation? Was I right again? But do I have to keep saying that the MFT are the top heel faction on SmackDown out of 2? But still,
I was thinking about what the title split would be between all of them because I automatically
Jeff Cobb gets nothing.
Tonga and Tonga Loa would be tag team, but if Tom is going for U.S. title, that means that
Jeff Cobb gets nothing, nigga.
What?
It's Hikuleo and Tonga Loa.
That's what I thought, right? That's not crazy.
No, because Jeff Cobb does. You get nothing. You deserve nothing. You are here to get beat up, you fat bitch.
I mean, he could just be the enforcer. It don't matter.
You are here to get beat up, you fat bitch.
He's wherever niggas need him.
I'm gonna say it again. You are here to get beat up, you fat bitch.
He can get beat up, but he's a good distraction while niggas get rolled up for 3.
That's fucking crazy, but yeah.
And still
disgusting behavior. Kathy is with Charlotte and Alexa. They basically tell us what we knew was going on. I don't know why they had a segment on this show before their match, but they basically say, hey, we're still in the tag division. We're gonna get our belts back. Okay. We had a feeling because nothing happened in your little storyline so far. So something has to happen, right? Like that's like the WWE way. Is that if people are in a tag team and the tag team doesn't break up immediately, then there's still stuff to do. Especially if you're not like a tag team out the gate. If you're a tag team out the gate, it's good for you to be doing nothing because that just means that they don't have anything for you to do. But if you're singles people that they put in a tag team and you have nothing to do, that just means that it's doomed.
Yeah, you're fucked.
So we get a recap of the last time is now tournament so far since tonight is the finals. LA Knight says he doesn't care about dream opponents. If he beats John Cena, it cements his legacy. And I wrote, legacy of what? Because we could go up and down the list of what you've done since signing to this company. What is your legacy? You lost to Roman. You lost to Logan Paul. You lost to fucking Seth Rollins. You lost to Seth Rollins again in the damn 4-way. You lost to CM Punk. Like what? You lost the title to Shinsuke Nakamura. You won it back, and then you lost it. Like, I just don't know. Actually, he might have beat Logan Paul for that United States Championship, now I think about it. But
It did.
Point being.
Logan Paul at his fucking... in his house.
Point being. Oh, was that at Backlash?
Yes, the same one where...
Bad Bunny?
Kissed Dom? No, not Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny?
No, it's SummerSlam, right? SummerSlam Cleveland?
I don't know.
Well, whatever.
I'm not checking. Fuck that. Doesn't matter. Point
I'll
is,
check.
what
He
legacy,
did.
nigga? What legacy do you speak of? Then he calls himself an unstoppable force that Gunther isn't ready for, and says that Gunther can get dropped on his head tonight with everybody saying LA Knight, and you know the whole whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
We get Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss. This is a first time matchup apparently. I didn't know this till he said it. I'd always assumed that because they were on the same shows together, because they were on the same shows together. It's not like Alexa was like gone, but I don't know. It wasn't a bad match. It was very much a means to an end match. There's nothing really to talk about here. Like I would ask your thoughts, but I mean it's like it's nothing happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was certainly fine. I like that they're giving Kyrie more singles reps.
yeah, because
Because
she's
that
a
was like my
fantastic fucking wrestler, so we should probably use her. You know.
yeah, get her used to like the WWE style and all that shit. Even though she's been here for like a minute, that was like my only thing against her. Like last year was that like she just seemed uncomfortable working with people. Like there were a lot of like quote unquote botches. But I think thinking about it now, I haven't seen like an egregious one um in mad long. So she's definitely getting more comfortable, which is good. Plus, the fact she's getting more comfortable with her character, which is important.
No,
But yeah,
for sure.
that's all I got.
Obviously, Alexa wins because she just hits her finish on Kyrie. Then after the match, the Kabuki Warriors and Charlotte and Alexa are attacked by Nia Jackson and Lash Legend. They hold the belts up. The tag team division is hot, but you know what that means is the tag team division is hot. The singles division for the women is dead in the fucking water because all of our main eventers are in this tag division now. So
Yeah.
Cody has changed his clothes for whatever fucking reason. I don't know if this was like a pre-tape or what. He went from wearing his tracksuit to wear like the new tracksuit to a button-down shirt with suspenders. I guess he just changed because you know, course of the show type thing. So he Aldous walks him into his office, and waiting for him is the opening of I almost called it Stand and Deliver of Deadline. It's Obafemi and Ricky Saints. He then lets Cody know that the winner of that match will be facing him at Saturday night's main event, or I guess you could say, yeah, Saturday night's main event. The last time is now with the little semicolon. And I found it fucked up because I talked to Memes about this, and I was like, you could just bring them niggas up and nobody would care because nobody watches NXT. Fam, they showed these niggas off, and it was the most mild reaction I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Then they announced the match or the potential match, and it gets a slightly louder reaction, but it's still not. Niggas don't care because they don't know who the fuck these people are.
They must not have the CW in Austin or something. I don't know
They
what it is.
don't watch that dumbass shit.
Thank goodness.
Like
Also,
this
I
shit
feel
is.
like the introduction is just kind of lame too.
Yeah, they're just
Like,
there. Like, it's not like they came out to interrupt Cody, and then all this is like, oh yeah, by the way, these
yeah,
guys are going to be. Well, I mean, that wouldn't make sense in the grand scheme of SmackDown because these are literally two guys that don't have anything to do. I feel like instead of saying the winner gets it, it should have just been like Cody is cutting a promo, maybe cutting the Drew promo. Maybe you could have
yeah,
waited for the Drew promo later in the show, and then Obafemi comes out because that's what's gonna happen anyway, right? Because he's already begged for Drew to be unsuspended. Obafemi is the champion. He's going to Saturday night's main event, so Drew's gonna get involved anyway.
yeah.
Like, there's
But
no
it's
reason.
definitely a way you can make it. I guess like give it more dynamic. Is if as he's saying like Cody's cutting the Drew thing or cutting the Drew promo. You know, Oba or Ricky or whoever interrupts, and it's just like,
Well,
hey,
no,
you,
we want it to be Oba. It's just people are gonna be like,
yeah,
and then I guess somebody's gonna say, oh well, that does not ruin the match at Deadline. No, because they don't watch
yeah.
the goddamn show. I'm trying to get this to
I
people's
mean, even
heads.
then,
Niggas don't watch. Niggas don't watch NXT, bro.
yeah. But I mean, even then, you can tie that back into it, right? Oba's just like Oba comes out, he's talking about some, Saturday there's gonna be a bunch of superstars there for John's last thing. Um, while John gets retired by Gunther, I could also put the fucking beats on you. And then Ricky is just like, hold on. You're not gonna look past, fucking fighting me
I
tomorrow, and
don't
then
want
that's
no
where he
Ricky
closed it.
Saints on my goddamn show either way. Just
Dude,
tell me
that's
all you
that's
had
when
to say
blood
was
fucking.
Oba Femi and Cody Rhodes, and people are dialed in. Why? Because Oba looks like a literal fucking freak of nature.
Yeah.
The largest Nigerian man you ever did see came out with his fucking shirt off, wearing the tightest jeans you ever did fucking see. Got into the ring with Cody Rhodes and said, once I get my NXT championship back, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to rip your fucking head off.
Why?
And then they stare down, and that's it. You don't even have to have Aldis come out. Aldis doesn't have to speak. It's just they stare down, cut to commercial. When you come back from commercial, you throw the graphic up. ABC, nigga. Like, what the fuck? It's so hard about this. Like, I just don't understand. And the fact that because it's a Saturday night's main event, and it's like, I keep using the word non-canon, but you know what I mean. Like, nothing that has been on Raw or NXT so far has built to what the fuck is the word? Has built to Saturday night's main event. You haven't done anything special. Normally, if this was a pay-per-view, I would get Obafemi on SmackDown. I mean, the verdict could still be out, but the fact that it's not already done, it wasn't a signed, sealed and delivered thing, is dumb. You guys, y'all don't want people to care about this shit. And it's just fucking mind-blowing to me. Like, I don't know what y'all's problem is. But I digress. It's just...
Yeah.
If you... Will you, won't you, you'll just fuck some shit up. So we can skip over this. Jade Cargill destroys Alba Fire in a minute. Also, Chelsea's gonna lose that belt either next week on SmackDown or the SmackDown after Saturday night's main event. Niggas was saying that Jade hit a crazy spine buster, and it was very much a spine buster. I wouldn't say it was crazy. Like, this isn't even hatred. This is just, I've seen Triple H, I've seen Arn Anderson, I've seen Big Willie Hobbs, I've seen Batista. Like, everybody does spine buster. Everybody that does a spine buster does it with intensity. You kind of just carried them over.
Yeah. That entire match was fucking... I mean, we talked about it a little bit, 9/11. I want more Alba Fire or anything, and we didn't get that. And the funny part is, you know, Alba Fire being distracted as long as she was is funny, because that makes Jade look a lot worse, because you snuck her with a fucking spine buster. She's dazed, you hit her with a big boot, and then you hit your finisher and she's dead. Like, that don't make you that much stronger.
Yeah,
honestly.
I feel like you should have just picked her up, hit Jaded, and then went home.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
And then afterwards, Chelsea can get killed by Kiana James and fucking Julia. But, like, if you really want to make her strong, I don't think having the person that was whooping her get distracted.
Yeah, because she was whooping her fucking ass. That was crazy.
Fuck out of her. She was whooping her ass. I don't think
and I wrote it too. I was like, this is such a fucking funny match because they're not allowing Jade to just run her over. Alba Fire is putting beats before she is distracted by hoopla on the fucking outside.
Yep. So, I don't know. Niggas writing the show aren't real. But
not at all, no. So,
right.
Everybody's with Aldis, and this is when Dragunov walks up and says, give me Ciampa next week. Aldis says, that's a bet, have it. He then turns around and Tama Tonga and the entirety of this fucking family is now just on screen.
Yep.
Then Jade's walking down the hall. She crosses paths with B-Fab, talks shit. Michin is there, and I assume that Michin is next. Like, I can only assume that Michin is next is the next lamb to slaughter.
I need her to stop carrying that fucking sticker on.
And that's her thing, bro.
Okay.
I mean, it is. She's supposed to be the hardcore baddie, and then she wrestles 2 times a year.
Yeah, and they're always 3 matches too. Which, again, her thing, but like...
I mean, I guess they want it to be her thing, or I don't know who wants it to be her thing, but it is her thing.
I mean, it's probably the same thing as Chelsea, like whatever gets me on TV, but I wish I could watch her wrestle regular matches more often.
I wish I could just watch her wrestle, period. How about that?
That would be nice.
Oh, well, she had matches at the beginning of the year, and even last year. Oh, nigga. I want to see the women on SmackDown wrestle. The people that can wrestle goodly, or even like half goodly, I want to see them. Yeah. You niggas got me watching Jade Cargill slop for weeks on end, bro. Move.
Oh, they're showing the Street Fighter movie off. Damn, this looks like ass.
Hey, man, you know what it is. So,
Cody. Oh, there he is.
So Solo is out next, and Solo is addressing Uncle Howdy. He says that he's noticed them in the backstage segments, and they've noticed him as well. He introduces himself. This is his ring, his show, and his family tree. He wants the tag titles. They jumped him. Or sorry, the only difference between them is that when he jumps people, they don't come back. And I said, that's a bet, cuzzo. So, he then starts taking personal shots at Uncle Howdy. He says that everything that was his, talking about his late brother, that is now yours, will become mine. I'm going to take everything you love and the memories behind them and show you that you do not deserve the name Wyatt. I'm going to take it away because I can, and all I have to do is believe. Now, for those of you in the crowd that don't know what this was Bo Dallas' original gimmick that he was doing when he was a white meat chicken shit heel. Like his whole thing.
The Game Awards. Yo, my fault.
Yo, this nigga.
I'm sorry. It's both them niggas, bro. It's not just Cody.
Oh, Roman looks shit?
No, Roman's there too. Like they're both at the Game Awards on stage together.
Oh, they're on stage. Okay.
Kayfabe is fucking dead, bro. Are they standing next to each other? Oh my god. Alright, sorry, my bad.
Kayfabe rude.
Yeah, Bo Dallas.
What is this black nigga? Oh, that's 50 Cent. Damn.
That's 50 Cent.
Wow, this. I mean, if they were opting for comedy, holy shit! Roman Reigns and Jason Momoa in the same picture.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I think somebody in the crowd literally said, "Oh my," it's crazy.
Yeah, but you know, I just lost my notes. Where is it? Yeah, but I mean, this was one of the better Solo promos. Then MFT and the Wyatts have an all-out brawl. This would be one of the cooler. This could be one of the cooler feuds that carry SmackDown if the Wyatts did anything. Like if they had just turned. Like the whole thing is that you niggas have Cody just doing shit, and everybody else is supposed to be important. Why aren't the MFTs and the Wyatts in all-out war? Like, how is it not a brawl every week where all this is just like, dude, I've lost control of this fucking show? Like, how did we not circle back to the Wyatts being a fucking problem? It's the damn Alien versus Predator shit, nigga. No matter who wins, we lose. Yeah. Like, not even out of kayfabe. In kayfabe, whoever wins this fucking gang war is gonna run the show. But, I mean, you know, thinking is hard. So, Miz is complaining to Aldis that he's not on Saturday Night's Main Event. Aldis says, dude, I know you switched to fucking names, asshole. Be lucky I don't suspend you too. This is when Bayley walks in, and Soruka walks in as well. They have a friendly little spat, and then we go to the Gunther pre-match interview. Gunther says, I've destroyed everyone basically soundly. Doesn't matter where you live or where you speak. Gunther is a name synonymous with victory. It's like, golly. He's well aware of people wanting a spot. This tournament was a foregone conclusion. He apologizes. We all can't see you, John, but I'm certain that you can see me. And I want you to watch and pay attention, not to when I beat LA Knight, but how I beat LA Knight. Nigga, when he said this, he told you he was winning. Like, nigga, this isn't the most, I'm winning this shit. Promo, this is a victory lap before the match even happens.
He's so good, man.
There was an Aleister Black promo, but I skipped it because we don't fucking care, man.
I don't even remember that, so you're good.
Next week on SmackDown is Priest and Ripley versus Aleister Black and Zelina. They dropped Zelina's last name. She's just Zelina with no last name now.
Fire. We've
got Ciampa and Dragunov in the open challenge, and then Alexa Bliss and Lash Legend. Alexa Bliss getting fucking burned, huh?
Oh my god.
They're giving it makes perfect sense because there's nobody smaller than Alexa to get thrown around and ragdolled and murdered by Lash Legend.
She's already done that to her a couple times, man.
Yeah, but now the bell has to ring, so you know.
Oh man.
So the main event in the last time is now tournament finals. It's LA Knight and Gunther. Let's see. The whole idea of this match is that Gunther is just better. like if you watch the match, there is nothing that LA Knight can do that Gunther isn't prepared for. Every time Knight takes a step, Gunther makes him take 3 steps back. Like there is nothing that he can. If he is caught off guard, Gunther fixes up immediately and never gets caught in that shit again. So Knight then, because you know it's a John Cena tournament, he hits the AA, and then he hits a burning hammer, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean, that is what you do, I guess. What the fuck else am I supposed to put up with? Then we get German on the LA Knight's head, like directly on his head. Gunther is hitting his stride. He's just whooping this nigga's ass. Also, don't know if anyone caught this, but Gunther did the 2-post splash. Jey Uso's good for something, boy. I don't know. Hey, come on. Granted, Gunther's doing splashes before, but listen, Jey Uso was good for something. He stole the Jey Uso tech. Then we get a power bomb for 2. We get a sleeper, some 12-6 elbows back into the sleeper. Knight tries to escape. We get more elbows into a modified cravat that strangely and oddly looks like the STF. And then LA Knight is forced to tap, and the crowd goes, ah.
Them niggas are sad as fuck.
They said, ah, no. Like, it was more fucking just, oh, he tapped, oh no. Mind you, Laser said that Laser thought that this nigga was going to get you tapped out chance. As if people give a fuck that LA Knight tapped out.
They also like him, so they won't be mean to him, though.
But yeah, I mean, that was SmackDown. It was very much a 2-match card. US Open Challenge is always going to be important, but this time we had the John Cena Tournament Finals. Quality stuff.
I mean, the Carmelo match was quality. LA Knight.
Well, I mean, quality stuff from Gunther. I mean, so I was
true.
saying, like, the match was very much just... Gunther, like I said, Gunther was just better. Like, if you go back and watch it, yes, LA Knight has to get his hope spots, but if you actually sit down and look at the shit, Gunther is just better. Snake gets a drop kick. Okay, I'm not going to hit with the drop kick again. I'm just going to do something else. You can hit me with something, I'm just going to get right back up and fuck your day up. Like, I don't know. It was so obvious that Gunther was winning. And I don't think that's a problem. Because Gunther is, he's the best wrestler on the show. He's been the world champion twice this year. He is the best wrestler. That is it.
Yep.
Plain and simple. And he said this. John Cena is the greatest entertainer of all time. I am the best wrestler. Full stop.
Tough, man. So shy.
So, we head over to Ring of Honor Final Battle. Lots of good shit here. Too much good shit. So we open up with the Pure Championship Finals for the women. Almanado was supposed to win this tournament. And you can tell because of what happens at the end of the match. Also because of how Tony Khan delayed the tournament by like 2 months. When she initially got hurt. Like, she had so much shit going on. I don't know. It was just fucking weird. So, we start with Deonna Purrazzo and Billy Starks. Deonna ends up getting a bye due to Amanada not being cleared. I didn't know that last week there was 2 editions of Ring of Honor. So when Stokely was talking about Ring of Honor on Tuesday, he wasn't making a mistake. There was literally 2 Ring of Honors this week. So they could finish the damn tournament in time for Final Battle. That's fucking crazy, is it not?
I mean, definitely, but hey, man.
Nah, it's fucking insane when you think about it. Nigga, what do you mean there was 2 Ring of Honors last week? I don't know, man.
I mean, was it 2 Ring of Honors or?
No, it was 2 Ring of Honors. There was a Ring of Honor on Tuesday and on Thursday. It was 12-2 and 12-2 and 12-4. They literally had to beat the buzzer on this fucking tournament.
And they opened up his pocketbook and said, "Let me get 2 venues real quick."
It might have been the same venue. I don't know. I didn't check. I told myself I was gonna watch Ring of Honor, and then I started watching it, and I started seeing niggas I didn't like watching. So I said, you know what? Let me turn this off. I said, it's a lot of niggas on here that I have no intention of watching past a certain point. So let me not waste the time here.
Yeah.
But it's a good classic pure match. We have the rope break system where each person only gets 3 rope breaks, and once that's over, if you get submitted and you grab the rope, it does not count. So you can essentially be forced to tap while holding the rope in these pure matches. Or, which they've used at times, you can use the ropes to make somebody tap. Like that
does sound cool.
Like there was a point in this match where Billy's used up all of her rope breaks, and Deonna uses a bow and arrow in or I guess the surfboard stretch or whatever with the ropes. And they're like, yeah, she can tap here. This is how Deonna has beaten Serena Deeb the same way. So let's see. We got a German into a Gotch style pile driver. Billy goes for a swanton, but it gets reversed into a crucifix, into the double arm lock, and in the most UFC finish I've ever seen, Billy is verbally giving up for about 5 to 8 seconds before the referee realizes, oh shit, my fault, because her arms are wrapped up, so she can't physically tap. So she's verbally, not even verbally, she's nodding her head. Yes, I give up. Referee is standing there. So, oh shit, rings the bell or rings the bell, and we have Deanna as the first pure champion. And as she's on the stage, Aminata comes out, shakes her hand, and lets her know she's next. This next match is this was the first time in a while that I've actually like gotten into a match, like hardcore into a match. We have Lee Moriarty, Nigel McGuinness, 30-minute Iron Man match. Oh, also Moxley is on commentary from the pre-show to the like first 3 matches of the show, because the Death Riders were in the main event of 0 Hour, so he just stayed on for a little bit, and he does a little bit of building for the Collision match the next night. So Moriarty and McGuinness in the 30-minute Iron Man match. This is fucking awesome, because this is absolutely, you want to talk about legacies, nigga. This adds to Lee Moriarty's legacy. I'm glad LA Knight said that dumbass shit, because this is Lee Moriarty's legacy is building. Not only has he beaten Nigel before, he's beaten Nigel's record in terms of like how long you hold the Pure Championship. Moriarty is the longest reigning by a country mile Pure Champion. Let me see if I can get the numbers. Let's see. Nigel's reign was 350 days. Moriarty's at the time was 479 and counting. The only person who he doesn't have beat yet was Wheeler Yuta at 514. But Moriarty is tied with Yuta in title defenses at 10, and Nigel's record is 17. But you also have to remember that it's kind of loaded, because Ring of Honor for the longest didn't have TV. So they were doing like, it's like Bruno Sammartino, where it's just like, you know, we don't have weekly TV, so it's like every time we're at the Dome or whatever, you know, the days are mounting and mounting, and you get defenses, so you defend things here, there, and everywhere. It's not like on TV where you can fast track Kyle Fletcher to have 7 title defenses in like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So this is 30 minutes of spectacular fucking technical wrestling. If you're a fan of technical, because it's not just technical stuff. Like, they do a lot of brawling, they do a lot of actual, you know, grappling and stuff like that. This is fantastic. The first fall of the Iron Man match, I love this. Moriarty gets the Border City stretch. Nigel's not in this shit for a second before he taps.
Damn.
and niggas said, hey, what the fuck? And then they realize it's an Iron Man match. Why would I sit in this fucking submission for 15 seconds, a minute, however long? I have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I tap, I get him off me. It's basically a fucking reset. So at first everybody's like, what the fuck? Oh, uh-oh. Then they realize he's got time. Makes sense. It's very smart. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of wrestling that is fucking fantastic. And that's my favorite thing in Iron Man matches. Is nigga gets me in a submission, I'm just gonna tap, get the reset, and
get off me.
It's neutral start again.
Right. Like, instead of me just taking like a much, like, say, ligament damage or something like that. Get the fuck off me.
Yeah, you hyperextend my fucking shoulder or dislocate my shit because I just don't give up because I'm dumb. No, man. Yeah. So, Nigel tries to out-grapple Moriarty. He isn't able to. They have abdominal stretches traded. Moriarty grabs the rope. Nigel holds on while the ref counts. And in a nod to Danielson, he says he has till 5. Because they're like mortal enemies or whatever.
Yeah.
So, the Tower of London is escaped. And Moriarty cradles Nigel for 3, giving him 2 up on Nigel. And at this point, everybody's like, okay, hey, Nigel. Hello, Nigel, hello. You're at a 2-pin deficit. Please stand up. This is when Moxley starts saying, yo, I don't trust a goddamn thing Moriarty shows me in the ring. Because it's a trap. It's a ruse. Then, there's also a very interesting story that Nigel tells, and Moxley helps a little bit with this, where Nigel gets to a point where he starts trying to use the London Dungeon, which is a submission. It's the damn forearm stretch submission. The one that he beat Moriarty with in the technical spectacular or whatever. the technical spectacle. So he keeps going for the London Dungeon, and Moriarty's either slipping out of it or he's able to get to the ropes. Then they start talking about, hey, it's a 30-minute marathon, and he's suffering an injury at any point during the front end of this kind of stuff. It's kind of like wrestling in a tournament. This is when they bring Moxley in, and they're like, hey, these lingering injuries and having to wrestle with them kind of suck. So we get, let's see.
Nigga referencing his fucking knee/ankle/leg area.
This was before that nigga got his shit fucked up too.
Yeah.
Like that shit fucked that nigga's ankle all the way up.
Yeah, residual damage from Kyle.
Yeah, because wrestling in a tournament is goddamn hard, man.
Yeah.
So then we get London Dungeon in the middle of the ring. Moriarty crawls to the ropes. Then Moriarty takes a leap of faith because I guess he's 2 up. He goes shoulder first into the buckle, and wouldn't you know it, London Dungeon. Moriarty has to tap. We are now at 2-1. Okay, signs of life. Cool. But, neutral reset. Nigel, let's go. Moxley is screaming for this nigga to go back and stick to this nigga and kill him. So here we go with this fucking London Dungeon again. Nigel goes for it. He gets rolled up deep. It is 3-1. That's when, now we get to the point of the match that I was talking about, where Nigel is relying on this fucking London Dungeon, and Moxie's like, yo, you gotta do something fucking else, man. This shit is not working. Moxley is so upset that he takes his fucking headset off and screams, rip his fucking head off, Nigel. And at this point,
Moxley randomly fucking with Nigel is actually killing me, dog. I gotta watch this.
And at this point, we have about 4 minutes left. It is 3-1 Moriarty. We have 4 minutes left. So, Moriarty, he's what did they call it? They called it sharking, I think it was. Let me see. I forgot what they called. Oh, sinking. Yeah, so what it is if you're not familiar with like MMA or like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, whatever the fuck, there's a term called sinking where you basically sit on the mat and it's just, oh, well, either you have to do something about this eventually, but if you come to get me, I can just submit you from this position.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there, he's scooting around on his ass. Moxley is living. This nigga said Moxley wanted to call him a pussy and instead calls him a butt scooter.
He's the greatest ever, dog.
So eventually, Nigel's able to snap the leg, gets Moriarty up. On the floor, Shane Taylor gets in between them. Moriarty chokes Nigel out. He gets back in at 9, but the way he gets into the ring leaves him exposed, and he's able to get the Border City stretch put on him. But he's able to flip it, hook the leg, and he gets a fall. It's 3-2. We're at like a minute now, and they run into each other. When everybody recovers, Moriarty runs in. Like, he's feeling pressured, even though he's up a fall. He runs at Nigel, he gets fucking flash pinned. It's tied. Nigga, it's tied at, like, 8 seconds.
Jesus.
Shane Taylor he cold cocks Nigel, throws him in the ring, right, literally with .0001 left. Oh, no, hold on. This was, a minute. So, he gets rolled up, and Shane is screaming at fucking, Moriarty because he got flash pinned because he ran in and, he blew his lead. As he distracts him, Nigel rolls him up again. So it's 3-4. That's what I missed. It's 3-4. Now we're at fucking, like I said, 8 seconds or whatever. Nigel rolls out because I won. It's 8 seconds. I'm rolling out. I'm taking this victory. I'm good. It doesn't matter. Nigga, the referee gets distracted. Shane, like I said, punches this nigga square in his face, rolls him into the ring. With 0.1 seconds left, Moriarty gets to fall. It's a tie. Like, as soon as the referee counts 3 on that Moriarty fall to make it 4-4, time expires.
Yeah. So they keep going until somebody gets a fall?
Nigga, Nigel is halfway up the ramp. Moriarty's like, hey, get your ass back in here, man. We got shit to do. They get in there. It's a mile a fucking minute. You know what it is. It's sudden death. Everybody's going a mile a fucking minute. We get a Superman pin. We get the dem. And then eventually we get the prawn clutch. And Moriarty's able to outsmart this nigga for the 3. Riccaboni's like, no, it's a double pin. Moxie's like, nigga, he got up on his neck. That is a championship neck.
Okay.
Nah, this was easily my favorite match of the night. Almost every match in this card was very good, but this one was fucking special, bro. This
Yeah.
goddamn Iron Man match was something to fucking behold. I think more people should watch this match. Like, genuinely, please go watch this match. It's fucking brilliant from start to finish. Lee Moriarty is a guy that is he's definitely a guy you need to call up. You need to call him up and you need to use him.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he is a guy that is, I don't want to say wasting away because that's not fair, but he is definitely a gem and you need him. But I don't know. I don't know what they have planned for him. So then, after the match, they're super respectful. Nigel's like, this guy is very clearly the fucking future. Nigel shakes his hand. He gives him his pure title that he held on. I guess it's like the original pure title or whatever. And they bow to each other, and he walks away. Rick and Bonnie then ask Moxley, "Hey, so what about tomorrow? How you feeling?" He says that Callis is breeding children, sipping from the well of entitlement. He was raised on Ohio tap water, and Takeshita better take the ground. If Takeshita wants ground in this tournament, he's got to take it by fucking force. And he walks off. So we get Red Velvet versus Mercedes Moné for the television championship. Story of this match is that Mercedes is very much it's a Statlander thing, where she's distracted because of all these belts. So it's very easy to get in her head. And this one was a quick one. It wasn't bad, but we get the super face buster that Monet beat her with, and she rolls through, and then she goes and hits Straight Out of Your Mama's Kitchen, which is like natural selection for 2. We get Straight Out of Your Mama's Kitchen again, reversed into the Statement Maker, and Red Velvet uses the ropes and rolls into the deepest jackknife you ever did see for 3. So, and the whole idea is, if Mercedes was smart, like she normally is, and pulled her away from the ropes, because that's what she does, she wouldn't have got pinned here and lost. But because she didn't, because she's arrogant, because she already beat Red Velvet before, Red Velvet was able to catch her off guard and roll her up. Lots of roll-ups in this company. Across every show, roll-ups are like a plenty across all these shows, between like Raw, SmackDown, Collision. There's a lot of those going on,
man. Niggas love a flash pin.
So I'm gonna start blowing through these because they decided to put a bunch of bullshit in the middle of the show. The first one is LF5 versus Tommy Priest or Adam Priest and Tommy Billington. I'm gonna keep doing this the more they team. They gotta give them a name so I can just call them something. This is for the vacant tag team championships. They're only vacant because Roosh is hurt, but at the same time, LFI is a faction of 4 people. We need to start utilizing this fucking Freebird rule, because there is no reason that Guevara and Mordos had to compete for vacant belts that they already own technically. LFI ends up winning, but it's just like, dude, what was the point of this? You could literally just have the other guy hold the belt. You don't need to waste time. I mean, the match is good, but like, it really is a match for no reason. It's a match for the sake of housekeeping, you know? Somebody's gonna say, oh, well, why did these guys just hand the belt over? That's dumb. So you make them compete for it and they just win it anyway. It's stupid. And it wasn't even like they were defending the belts. They were treating it as if the belts were vacant. So I don't know. Then we give Eddie Kingston a tune-up match. He's got Josh Woods. Josh Woods is fucking awesome, but he runs into his gimmick is too generic. You are an MMA style wrestler in a sea of MMA style wrestlers, you know? Like there's so many, like your style was niche in the 2010s and 2000s, but not everybody is kind of doing your thing, so you're kind of just lost in the sea because you don't have like a gimmick, like you're not like a wacky character or anything like that. So him and Kingston have a super short, super sweet, and super violent match. This being on this in this part of the card, it's like smack in the middle, is kind of fucking crazy, but I don't know. It's not my show. Then we get Skyflight versus STP for the trios titles. Once again, this is another match that has bad placement. There's no reason for them to be where they were. This is like a front of the show match to like heat people up. Instead, it's in the middle of the show where people are already tired because of the Moriarty match and the Monet match back to back. But we do have to have this match. Nothing happened. It's your trios match between two trios. We get a Shane forearm or punch or whatever into a roll up by Sean Dean for 3. Dalton Castle and Ricochet for the national championship.
Yay, Ricochet!
I cannot do this match justice. You just gotta watch it.
Fuck.
Cause like Ricochet is so fucking good in this match.
I gotta watch now for real.
Like Dalton Castle is amazing, but Ricochet is so fucking good. Cause they base it around cause Castle I believe has a weight advantage on Ricochet, and the whole match is based around Ricochet of trying his best to avoid Bangarang. But Ricochet does end up getting the spirit gun and gets the fall. And because of how the finish was, which was Ricochet distracting him with one of his valets, there is a door open for Dalton Castle to get a rematch that makes sense. We have the Survival of the Fittest match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. It is Blake Christian, Commander, Sammy Guevara, Hechicero, the Beast Mortos, and Bandito. This is the first time that this title has been defended in the Survival of the Fittest match. It's just a six-pack elimination challenge. Riccaboni then calls Bandito the hero Ring of Honor needs, and I said, oh, that's fucking crazy.
Is that not true?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch the show.
No.
Let's see. Let's just go with eliminations, because that's just the easiest thing to do. We have an X-knee from Bandito and a rope walk shooter from Commander onto Sammy for 3. He's eliminated. Hechicero uses a head scissors driver to eliminate Mortos. Blake Christian is apparently feuding with Jay Lethal, because they show me Jay Lethal randomly in picture-in-picture or whatever. Or not even. They show me they cut to Jay Lethal in the back watching the shit. Because I guess Blake Christian did the Fargo strut. I wasn't looking, so I just see Jay Lethal and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why is Jay Lethal on my screen? And then I immediately understood, because Christian hits Commander with a lethal injection for 3. Bandito uses Hechicero to sunset flip over on Blake Christian and eliminate him. And then we are down to 2. And it's the 2 that everybody wants to see. It's Bandito and Hechicero again. They are heating up the CMLL match from this summer. And the whole idea here is that Blake Christian, before he leaves, does these shoulder separator, attacking the same shoulder that Hechicero did actually dislocate. So there's a working injury there. We get a corkscrew plancha onto the stairs, but I guess Bandito gets away, so Hechicero kind of just goes splat. Like he set up the stairs on its side, had Bandito there. He went for the corkscrew plancha. Bandito moves, so he just goes splat on the stairs there. We get a shooting star press by Bandito for 2. Hechicero gets a double arm roller, so he locks his arms up and then he rolls around with him. This is fucking cool too. You should probably watch this match as well. We get a tilt-a-whirl cradle onto Hechicero for 3, and Bandito is the survival of the fittest. He's the fittest. Brody King comes out and celebrates with him. They hug, and then we move on to our main event. It is Persephone and Athena for the Ring of Honor World Championship. This match was awesome, but we need to talk about it now. The match was good, but Athena wins. What are we gonna do now?
For Athena to lose.
Athena has been is champion for 1100 plus days. What are we gonna do now? You beat everybody.
Oh, Bill Word.
You beat her.
Let's run it back.
And beat her again. Billy Starks cannot be the answer. You guys already blew that. The first time you did it was the best time to do it, because they were on the outs. That was the point. So I don't know what we do now, because she's beaten everybody in and out of Ring of Honor. So what genuinely, what are we supposed to do?
I mean, they're gonna either reheat something or hope that they find somebody in free agency to use.
Because this Ring of Honor roster for women is shallow.
Or maybe not even fucking. Did she beat? Has she fought Aminata yet?
I don't think so, but I don't think that, because they already have Aminata tied up with whatchamacallit, with the pure title. And I genuinely think that he doesn't have anything planned for Athena. That's why he's just sitting here.
Yeah.
I think it's just to keep her happy, but it's okay. Well, she has to move up from Ring of Honor eventually.
Not definitely.
Like, are we serious?
I'm gonna get. Well, not even get to. We can get to it
She
now.
did, by the way.
I
Death Before Dishonor 2024.
oh, the fuck. But I don't know what he's waiting for to like actually start booking this women's division. Maybe nothing. Maybe he's just not interested. But if he ever does get around to it, I'm sure it'll be really good. I just don't know why he's waiting so long. And you know everybody said this, but now it's like you know you essentially saved the company from itself because it was going down a direction that a lot of people didn't like. People were starting to like fall out of it. But now you have people in locations that you're going to all clamoring like, "Oh, we all want PPVs. We want PPVs. We want PPVs." Like, you know, Philly was like, "I want a pay per view." Fucking Atlanta was like, "I want a pay per view." New Jersey definitely doesn't deserve one. So whoever you were gonna give a fucking pay per view or whatever pay per view you're gonna put in Jersey, you should just fucking give it to fucking Philly or Atlanta. But like these people want like I don't want to say good matches, but like they want more. Like the and I don't want to spoil it, but you know, niggas are tired of just like there's like a trend of like just one women's match per like show, and then you know they'll get like maybe on a good day two backstage segments, but like nigga, you're neglecting a big part of your company that like very much was the saving grace of it for a while. Nigga, timeless Tony Storm changed your broke ass life, and you're just ignoring it. And think about all the other people you have waiting on fucking Ring of Honor and other people that you could use on fucking CMLL that are all stars in the making, but you're not going to just fucking do something, man. What are you waiting for?
Yeah,
Athena and Mercedes had match of the year. What are you waiting for, man?
shit
Oh
is
my fucking
crazy.
god.
Everybody said that we should have known. We should have known about whatchamacallit. What the fuck is the word? They were saying we should have known about Tony because he's an ECW fan, which means that he's begrudgingly booking the women.
I don't know.
So I don't
Um,
I don't know,
somebody
man.
just gotta has to fucking hit you, bro. Somebody has to hit you and be like, bro, don't do this.
Yeah, man. I
Do
I don't
not do
fucking
this.
know. I wish I knew. What is next for Athena? Like, what are we wasting our fucking time with?
We're
Because we're
fucking
we're wasting her time as well.
absolutely wasting her time.
So I don't know. I don't know, man.
And it's like, you know, I feel like he understands that a lot of these people don't want to go to WWE because if you do, you lose out on doing all the different types of events that you can do when you work at AEW or Ring of Honor. But also, like, nigga, look at the economy, bro. Like, just get me up to the main roster so I can make some bread, and then I can even make more bread by doing other shit and help you and your fucking company, man. You're leaving money on the niggas with money love leaving money on the table. They'll tell you like, "Oh, no, we would never leave money on the table." Shut the fuck up, niggas is liars.
No, but literally, it's just loving to leave money on the table
It's
and
just they
burning it at the same time.
love to do it. So I don't know. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. All right, you. I'll wait till we get to actually that segment. But yeah, Athena needs to move up, and a lot of these people too. Like, you had Billy on AEW for a little bit, and then she disappeared again. So it's like, like, what are we doing, man?
Shit is
Whatever.
ridiculous.
I care, but like, who cares, man? But like, I care. So like, why are you doing this?
And that's
Anyway,
my big thing is like I care. I care too much.
yeah.
So we can move on to Collision live from GalaxyCon. It's AEW Collision.
Yippee!
That was kind of cool. I didn't realize it till Josh Alexander was like, "Yo, there's furries out here." I said, "What?" I was like, "What
That
the
was pretty dope.
what the hell?"
Dope as shit, bro.
Oh, all you little freaks out here. I said, "Oh, jeez, man."
Making fun of Harley, like Harley Quinn cosplayers are freaks again. What fucking world am I in? It's 2013 all over again.
Thank God.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, Continental Classic Blue League. Boy, when I tell you that I knew that this match was gonna be it, bro. Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
fucking god! Roderick Strong is the coolest man ever. Orange Cassidy is the coolest man ever. So they do talk about it. Renee opens up with the fact that OC still isn't cleared. Sorry, not cleared. It's not that he isn't cleared. It's that he's not 100%. He was cleared by medical, but he is definitely still suffering the lingering effects of the Claudio match. Got his ass beat to shit. So the gang ended up talking about Cassidy's international title reign, and that he ended up losing it to I believe that was last year. No, that was 2 years ago. So Roddy is whooping this fucking guy's ass, man.
And
OC puts his hands in his pockets, and he ends up in the fucking stronghold. Or no, Roddy immediately opts to go for the stronghold to punish him for it. This is very much a man that is done with his shit. Like, I didn't know that it was possible to wrestle a match the way that they did, because it was very much OC's trying to go for all of his shit, and Roddy's like, yeah, that's it.
that doesn't work for me, but
I've
it
hated
also
this
holds
guy
this
for so long, so anytime you do any of your stupid little shit, I'm just gonna fuck you up for it.
hold this fucking backbreaker, nigga.
He hit him with so many of those fucking things, man.
And nigga, Ian was counting that shit on commentary, and as he was like talking about how many he hit, Roddy just fucking counted. All right, here goes 2 more for you.
He said, yeah, I'm at 6. 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh.
This shit was crazy, man. OC was selling his shit mad good too. Like that nigga actually looked like he wanted to die. Even after he fucking wins the match, nigga rolls to the outside. He's fucking writhing around on the ground like
Holding
a
his
fucking worm in the
lower
rain.
back and shit, man. It's fucked.
Craziness, man.
Like, this shit is crazy, man. OC tries something off the top. Roddy catches him, power slam immediately. He tried the suplex. He had the stun dog scouted and was ready to literally kill him. But Cassidy slips into a crucifix. This shit was awesome, man. Orange Punch gets blocked into a backbreaker, and he drops him onto the I guess the knees for the end of Heartache. Oh no, he does the fucking the reverse one. He does the damn gutbuster. The reverse gutbuster. Cassidy ends up rolling him into a cradle, kicks out. We get a stun dog. Roddy tries it again. Roddy tries the damn backbreaker again, but Cassidy rolls him up and crosses his legs in the cradle for 3. He did not beat Roderick Strong. He survived Roderick Strong.
Absolutely survived him, and honestly, that match probably made him worse for the rest of the tournament.
Oh yeah, no. If this nigga had to wrestle on Wednesday, it was about to be done.
Was,
that was free eats for everybody. I genuinely think, like, in kayfabe, that Orange Cassidy is free eats, son. You had to go from Claudio to Roddy back to back. Those were your back to back matches, nigga. I can I give up the rest of my shit, fam? I still
want to do this.
Fam, I still gotta fight Moxley and Takeshita, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, can I drop out? Like, is that possible? Hello? I want nothing to do with this. God damn, bro. So, Darby is on a rooftop. He said that he thought he was winning the war. He's only winning the battle. Then he starts flipping out because he's injured. He talks about while wrestling Kevin Knight, his legs gave out. Medical hasn't cleared him. He notes that he's been replaced by Jack Perry. He tells him to win the whole thing. As for what's next for Darby Allin, he does not know. So Jack Perry inherits Darby's placing, which is 1 loss, 0 points.
And nigga said, I don't even like Jack Perry.
Basically,
you know what?
Yeah.
If you gonna fucking get him, win the fucking thing. That shit was so
We're not gonna let you pick your person. You fucking hey. I mean, this is a good opportunity for Jack Perry because he was doing fucking nothing, man. That was the guy that was gonna be buried at the bottom of the fucking tag division.
Oh yeah.
So that nigga was in Kenny Omega Purgatory, man. Like,
Kenny Omega tag team. If anything, your best bet was probably fucking FTR something, bro.
Nigga, you are so lucky that Darby's legs fucking shut off. Because you got something to do for the fucking winner, bro.
Guess what? You almost fucked that up too.
Yo.
Almost broke your shit.
So,
what's up with you, man?
We got FTR out with Stokely. No more bullshit. They call out the Bullet Club, or Bang Bang Gang, whatever you want to call them. And Juice comes out in the smallest jeans humanly possible. These jeans are painted onto his body.
Yeah.
If they could be any smaller, they would rip the second he lifts his leg barely. Him doing the guns up, his pants would explode.
Oh yeah. Shit do look kind of fire though, I can't lie. You got you one, Juice. So
they said that I'm skipping through this because it's really nothing. They rehashed the thing. They say that they're legends. Bang Bang Gang isn't. You're just Billy's son and Mr. Storm. Dax calls Juice a career bag carrier. The only reason they haven't fought again is because it's a foregone conclusion. FTR is one of one, peerless, rivalless. Austin then takes the mic, says, I'm the son of a Hall of Famer. Juice is the son of a carpenter. Cash is the son of his first cousin. And Dax is just the son of a bitch.
Fire.
And they want them tag belts. Somehow, some way, the people are behind us. A few weeks ago, we won $200,000. And if this was about touching belts, we could buy 100 of them on Shop AEW.
Oh, don't do that.
We need those titles. And they're not. It's not in Cardiff. It's in fucking Manchester. I forgot that the next Dynamite is in goddamn whatchamacallit. It's in Manchester. It's their debut in Manchester.
Yep.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. The entire crowd says guns up. Nigga puts the mic up and says, and new. I said, oh, holy, you're losing like shit, but holy.
That was tough.
I'm skipping this Death Riders promo. Don't piss me off.
Mark Briscoe.
No.
Like the stupidest person I've ever
You
met.
are the stupidest person I've met in my life. Thank you, Daniel Garcia. Thank you.
Man.
It's getting worse. Like, Marina is sitting there with her 2 dumbass brothers, and it's just, you're just stuck. Moxley gotta come home, bro. Like, pivot, please. You can't leave these 2 idiots to their own devices, please, God.
You know what it was like when niggas used to drown in pools of Smash tournaments, bro.
I know, I was there.
That's what it's gonna be like when Moxley don't make it out of group.
Yeah. It's the fucking everybody at the Waffle House talking about them.
First 10 minutes of being at the Waffle House is quiet as fuck. Niggas
Yeah,
just order.
yeah. Nobody's got nothing to say.
Somebody gotta break the ice.
Yeah. They sitting there. Man. Claudio and fucking Pac at like 6 points, 9 points. Moxley's at fucking 3. Moxley's stuck at 3.
Man, not my demon, man.
They gotta give him at least one more win. This is what I was talking about. Because he's got Roddy and he's got fucking OC left. He has to beat at least one of them, bro. He can't lose again. He can't lose both.
If they're really spicy, he beats OC, loses to Roddy, just to fucking piss off Claudio a little bit. Like, nigga, I always handle OC. I don't know about you, bro. What's going on?
Listen, man.
Because we also need to give Roddy something. I refuse to let this nigga go winless. I don't give a fuck. I'm booking the show. Let Roddy win.
The tournament?
No, just one. I was
about to say
he can't lose another one.
I mean, he's got Dorada, so he should be able to fucking whatchamacallit. He should be able to get at least one win. Because Dorada beat Claudio, so he's set for the tournament. Roddy should be able to just beat him too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Match was good too.
And speaking of,
boy Mascara Dorada.
Yeah, right, with Claudio.
Hooper. Niggas is both hoopers, but goodness gracious.
Riccaboni notes. Riccaboni is a fucking genius, by the way. He's like, hey, it's only been 3 days since this nigga beat Moxley, and Moxley beat the shit out of him, so he probably should tread lightly. Oh boy, Riccaboni, what did you know? So they also note that Claudio has had issues beating luchadors in the past.
Yeah, high flyers.
So they told us straight from the get-go that if he's not winning, or if you don't think he's winning, be prepared when he does win. So they do a bunch of shit. We got an uppercut, and then Dorado fires back with a desperation super kick. We get a giant swing. They start doing arm drags and shit. It's an arm drag from everywhere. It's an arm drag from the apron. It's an arm drag from the top rope. It's a tope into an arm drag.
Fire.
Like, this thing got arm drags aplenty, bro.
Do that, but it's just fire as fuck.
Dorado is going a mile a minute, and Claudio is right there with him. We got a Rana off the top. Claudio uppercuts the fuck out of him. He goes up to stop to try a superplex. He gets dropped into the drop zone, and Dorado hits the shooter 4-3. He pinned him flush. So Claudio stuck at 6. Dorada is up to 3 points. He is now, I believe, what is that? 1-1, I think.
Yeah. Because
he lost to Moxley and he beat Claudio. So that should be his 2 matches. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because we get like sometimes we get a blue and a gold, or we get like 2 or whatever. So the timeline is kind of fucked up. We have Shivani sitting down with the finalists for the tag tournament. I mean, it's not really much being said here. Willow and Harley basically said it's the same things that they've said in the video packages, where it's just like, yeah, you know, we met a while ago. We met like 3 years ago on Collision, and we became friends, and now we're tagging. And on the other end, Tony Storm was just like, yeah, we're a better tag team, so don't be surprised when we win.
Damn.
Then Harley says that in her 3 years of her career, she's been more successful than both of them. And I said, I don't think that's humanly possible because Tony Storm is on the other side of you, but sure.
Yeah. Also, Mina just got here, but okay.
Like, Mina's been in and out of here, you know, between Stardom and whatever, but still, I don't think that's possible. Like, you haven't won any belts. Yeah, you were on Grand Slam Australia, but other than that, you haven't really done anything. I hear you, but I wouldn't say that. I mean, nobody said anything after she said that. That was like basically the end of the promo. But we get Swerve Town Hall.
We're in the money now, boys.
Swerve makes a Dynasty Warriors reference with how many Foot Clan soldiers he's beat up. He addresses Hangman, calls their rivalry the greatest rivalry in wrestling. He then says that word on the street is you're looking for another desperado to ride against the ops. How about it? And I had to fucking close my eyes when he said that. Because you didn't have to word it like that. You could have just said, "Hey, I heard you're looking for a tag partner. I got you." No, he said,
know what we go for nowadays.
Word on the street is you're looking for another desperado to ride against the ops. So how about it? God damn it.
You know what we're going for nowadays.
Fucking
right?
Josh Alexander comes out and says, "Whose house is it? It's Don Callis' house." I said, "Hey man, hey man, go to the back."
Fire!
No. Go to the fucking back.
The crowd was like, "Who the fuck is this?" He said that shit. They said, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, I said, "Oh hell no" too, and I like that nigga. Go to the back, man.
That's good as fuck, man. I'll let you have that one. Everything else, fuck no.
So
but that one line,
nigga, then Alexander calls everyone some freaks in the crowd because they're at GalaxyCon and there's like a smorgasbord of people.
Oh yeah, niggas cosplaying and shit, wearing a bunch of shirts with logos that we probably shouldn't show on our program.
Definitely shouldn't show none of that.
Fucking Jeff Hardy shirt, dead middle of the fucking crowd.
That was crazy.
Don't give a shit, bro.
Alexander said that he says that he deserves a shot before Swerve. Then it looks like it is Swerve and Alexander for the #1 contendership next week. And then Shibata attacks him from behind because they've got the tag match on Wednesday that was just signed. Lexi is with Monet. She's asked about Final Battle, and she says, "Don't fucking ask me about no Final Battle."
Some fucking Final Battle.
some fucking Final Battle. This leads to Layla Gray and Monet for the TBS Championship. Layla Gray had no chance in hell. I kind of feel bad because that was fucked up. They put her out there to just get her ass beat to shit, boy.
Fucking Money bounce back match.
Actually, this is the fucking feel good bender match, man. She ends up getting her in the statement maker. Layla Gray taps. She refuses to let the hold go. Daniels gets her off, but then she sack taps him and say, "Oh man, Jesus." Miss Monet then takes Shivani's headset, says she's the greatest TBS champion of all time, and she throws that shit, and I'm pretty sure that shit blew Tony's head off. I'm pretty sure Shivani just got his head blown smooth off.
Nigga was like, "What?"
So we get a quick Eddie Kingston promo. I'll just put some cliff notes here. He says he's been doing this since 2009. He dreamt of being a wrestler since he was 9. You can't get in his head. He's in his head every day. He cares about professional wrestling. AEW was supposed to be different, being rewarded for hard work, being rewarded for being the best. Calls Joe disgusting and that he's become what he hates, and that Kingston is fighting to show the guys that you should do it the right way. So we get Ace Austin versus Ricochet. It looks like Ace Austin is taking AR Fox's place in having good matches but getting the shit kicked out of you. But before then, Triangle of Madness is beating the shit out of people in the locker room looking for Jamie Hayter for whatever fucking reason. You knew Jamie Hayter wasn't here. I don't know why you just started whooping people.
That should show up to save them.
So this matchup is a return match from Ace Austin's debut. He did beat Ricochet in his debut on Collision. Let's see. Ace Austin is out wrestling Ricochet. to the point where Ricochet gets upset, has to powder, and he pulls the damn timekeeper's hammer. Little ball peen hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna just kill you. Forget it. That's it. So, Ace Austin is able to duck and dive around Toa Leona, and he gets a crossbody into a power bomb onto Ricochet. Spirit Gun is dodged. We get a double stomp face buster for 2 by Austin. The fold is stopped because Ricochet pulls the ref in front of him. The dick kick is blocked, and he makes Ricochet do a backflip by flipping the whatchamacallit, by making him flip. And then the Spirit Gun is hit anyway, and we get the Vertigo for 3. It was a good match. I like this. Ricochet is fantastic. I think this belt is very good for Ricochet because it allows him to be on TV with purpose. And it's a good pivot away from Bobby Lashley, Shawn Benjamin, MVP, that entire thing there.
Yeah, something fucking else.
It's something new. The problem with this is that it leaves the Gates of Agony with nothing to do. Because we don't just cast a net. Everything we do has to have a purpose. Like, AEW does do matches for no reason for the most part, but not in the tag division. Recently, it has just been, we are not doing matches unless they lead to something else. Or it's part of the tournament.
Because there are tag teams for it that, need TV time. Fucking Skyflight.
No, hell no. Nah. I've had enough. I'm tired of seeing the Martin brothers on my TV because, like I said, there was so much space in the tag division back in the day that the fact that they were hurt for as long as they were and never got a chance at getting a run with them is just so upsetting. It's like I was saying, when Dante was healthy, Darius was hurt. When Darius was healthy, Dante was hurt. Sometimes they were both fucking hurt at the same goddamn time. Skyflight, Top Flight, them niggas are cursed.
Hey, 7th time's a charm. Let's get it popping.
Fuck that.
Do it.
That's how we talk about the hook push.
You mean Nick Wayne?
No, I said hook.
Okay, let's move on.
In our main event, Moxley at 3 points, Takeshita at 3 points, Continental Classic Blue League. Boy, they note that Takeshita is 8-0 on Collision, and that Moxley has never been pinned or submitted on Collision, so something has to give. Bro,
Takeshita beats the fuck out of this nigga, bro.
Moxley forcing everybody to grapple with him is the funniest shit ever.
Yep.
Even if you don't do this shit, I'm gonna force you to do it. So, Nigel then notes that Moxley got better at grappling when he added Marina to his arsenal. So grappling around with Marina made Moxley more of a threat. Which is cool, because that does so much for Marina.
Shout out Demon. So
we get a point in the match where Moxley favors the ankle, and Nigel notes that, it's because he's been fucking around with Kyle O'Reilly. That's why his ankle's all fucked up. So, noticing that Moxley is favoring the ankle, Takeshita goes right to work. And this is the type of wrestling that I'm talking about. That ankle is fucked up. I'm going to tear that shit off of your body. So, we get a dragon screw. Takeshita wraps the foot around the pole. Moxley can barely put weight on the foot. We get a dragon screw. He continues to work it over and destroy it. And I was thinking, I'm like, yo, if his ankle is destroyed like this, Roddy just kills him. Him up when he sees this shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, you can't tape it or nothing, because he's gonna go right after that shit.
You better kill him immediately or it's fucking over.
So, Takeshita has an ankle lock on him. We get the goddamn stomp. He stomps Takeshita into the goddamn apron. I said, boy, what the fuck?
Through the fucking apron, too. I was like, bruh.
Golly.
I was like, this nigga's fucking nose has to be finished.
So we get a blue thunder bomb countered into a headlock, which Moxley transitions into an armbar, then transitions it into the ankle lock. So Moxley's on the outside. Takeshita attempts to dive, but the ankle gives out because they've both been fucking each other up. This is gonna set them both back, by the way. Like, this match that they had, this is the most detrimental match ever.
Oh, for sure.
For both of them. It's not like OC and Roddy in the beginning, where OC is cooked. Both of these guys completely destroyed each other coming out of this match. So whatever you got next, it's gonna be a smoke show. So, Takeshita goes to uncover the table, and it falls apart, and he looks at it, and he says, okay. Takeshita says, fuck it. He makes the rest of it collapse, and then he hits a blue thunder bomb onto Moxley on the fucked up table.
Yeah, he hits it like on the fucking like one of the edges of the table that were still standing.
This shit was fucked up. So, Moxley runs it at 9, but Takeshi's already on the top rope. He hits a frog splash for 2. Power knee is attempted, but Moxley was playing possum and he rolls him up for 2. 5 minutes is called as Moxley hits a cutter. I then wrote that this could possibly be our first draw of the tournament. Since both of these guys are unbeaten on Collision, they proved me fucking wrong. Because we get a paradigm shift and a foot on the ropes. We get a series of lariats and boots. And they start just fucking fighting. Then we get power knee into Raging Fire for 3. Takeshita is tied with Claudio at 6. And as the show is ending, Death Riders come out.
We're getting closer to the end, chat room.
Yeah, I don't get it. Man, I can't even be mad at him. You seen what he did? Nigga, Takeshita has a height and a weight on him, man. Please get away from me. You little freak. And you can't kill a guy like Takeshita, too.
Nigga, that's the boss of the Don Callis family. Nigga, if Mox can't beat him, what the fuck? We not the top dogs no more.
Yeah, so, okay, Claudio, I'm gonna need you to go handle that then.
Oh.
Nigga, when Claudio loses to this nigga, you better not say a goddamn thing to Moxley, nigga.
Mox better low-key be hoping that nigga loses, too. Because then if Claudio wins, it's over. It's
oh, you couldn't beat Takeshi, nigga. Neither could you. Watch the fuck out, man.
That nigga saved fucking grace.
It's time for Deadline, chat. Did you watch Deadline, chat? Did you like Deadline? That's a bet.
Uh-oh. Ricky Saints.
So, we start the night off with Mr. Saints and Mr. Femi. I hated this match. I didn't think it was bad, but I hated this match. I hated it because I wanted more emphasis on the fact that Obafemi is now the destroyer again. Like I wanted this to be more of an uphill battle for Ricky than it was. Like I know being the champion is one thing, but it feels super bad for a guy like Oba to come back and everybody's like, oh no, he looks great, he looks way better, he looks stronger, he looks faster. And then Ricky Saints is still making him do the shit.
Yeah. Also, especially with him going back to the motherland, like in that match that Ricky won, that shit was already tough enough. Like the only reason why Ricky won is because that nigga actually hit him with fucking 3 Hail Mary tornado DDTs and like a DDT.
It's the shittiest move you ever did see 3 times.
So this time around, it has to actually feel like the entire time Ricky is like, nigga, I'm going to fucking die.
And getting run over by Oba would have fed more into his decision than he makes on Tuesday. But I don't know, man. It's stupid. Let's see. We'll just go to the end. I get what I want, and he tries to lift him up for Rochambeau, but Oba gets away, and then he hits 2 Fall from Grace to pin Mr. Saints and send him to hell. I do think this was more heated than No Mercy, but I wouldn't have did this. I would have done a more, not consistent, but a more Obafemi favored match.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna sit down with Kendall Gray, and I mean this is fucking funny, right? Because they do the sit down with Kendall, and then she ends up winning Iron Survivor, and this was like, oh, you just did ABC, okay. Hold on, somebody's listening. Soul is on FaceTime with Zarya. Zarya said that she would have been there, but she didn't think Soul wanted to see her. And she said, yo, I would. Are you serious? So basically, the segment ends with them deciding to talk it out. This is the most evil woman I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
Zarya.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Iron Survivor. Kalani Jordan, Jordan Grace, Lola Vice, Kendall Gray, and Sol Ruka. Kalani Jordan, I apologize. I gotta hand in my Kalani Jordan apology for him, because I said you wasn't like that, and you showed me that you are like that and more. My apologies, I was not familiar with your game. You are her.
Yeah, just don't let it happen again, big
Watch
bro.
the fuck out, man. This is why your nigga is in hell.
Just don't let it happen again, big bro.
Also, enough with the Sol Ruka fucking Soul Snatcher. Enough. Do something else. That's all we want. Anyway, the beginning of this match was so much fucking fun. fun is such a funny word for me because I was just like, what can you even say about fun? I can describe why it's fun because Kalani isn't a grappler, but using her background in the sports that she did, I don't remember which one. I think it was gymnastics. Am I right? Wrong? In between. Using that to be able to grapple with Kendall and maneuver around her is fucking awesome. And everything I was talking about this earlier and the other day. Iron Survivor, at least these two, this is the best match type that NXT has. Because this was the most flawless match from start to finish, even with the men. Everything felt snappy. Nobody missed their cues. There was no confusion. Niggas just went. They were working super fucking hard. We get a Northern Lights by Kalani. Let's see. We get Kendall hits that damn Orton/Joe power slam for 3. I said, God damn.
Yep.
Jordan comes in hot at 3. She does a Vader bomb. I'm just gonna start going to the falls now. The Cazadora fails, and Kalani's able to pin Kendall by rolling her up. Jordan then ends up going, after she's out, she ends up going to meet Kendall at the door. They meet the house show dive. Lola Vice comes in next, and Kendall comes off the ropes, and Lola hits her with, I guess, a back fist. I don't know what this fucking was. I couldn't see very well. And she's able to pin her. We get Kendall comes out again, gets an arm bar onto Jordan Grace, and then she rolls it into a pin. So she is now up 2-0, or she is now up 2. Kendall has 2 points, Kalani has 1, and Lola has 1. This was crazy, by the way. So, as Jordan was coming out of that damn pod, she kicks it open and absolutely kills Kalani. I was like, God damn. Because the shit just flies open and she just takes a bump. I'm like, oh, damn, that looked crazy. So, Kalani tries a high crossbody, and it gets reversed into a stack for 3 by Jordan. Soruka, I believe, comes out at this point. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Soruka's coming out at this point, and Kalani completely destroys her knee, and she's helped to the back, and she's not even in the match for, like, the first bit of it. Jordan tries the 5-knuckle shuffle, but she gets cut off. Let's see. We get a Spanish fly by Kalani onto Jordan from the apron to the floor, which was fucking gross. Soul runs in, and she has full spirit meter. She hits a double soul snatcher and is able to pin both people to come back from a deficit that didn't exist.
Fire.
Yeah, it's fire, but it's just like, I mean, I guess, man. And we have a picture-in-picture. Kalani's trying to get away from Lola Vice, but they start kung fu fighting in there. Soruka hits the Hechicero catapult into the damn submission. Let's see. We get a Shades of Grey onto Jordan Grace, but Kalani steals the pin. We get a rack bomb by Jordan on the Kalani for 3. Lola Vice hits Kendall Gray with a tornado kick for 3. We have a 5-way tie at 2. This is when Soul decides that she hates having the body that she has, so she hits a Soul Snatcher onto the floor off the stairs. And this one was a weird one, right? Because Kendall's penalty timer hit 0, but she doesn't immediately leave the pod. Kalani hits a 450 on the Lola Vice, and then her and Jordan start fighting on the floor. It's at this point that Kendall shoots to the top rope, and with like 3 seconds left, or it's like 5 seconds left, she ends up hitting Lola Vice with an avalanche Shades of Grey for 3 at the buzzer. It was literally 1 second difference. This shit was awesome. I'm not a fan of Soruka's fucking bum knee, because we see on NXT the following night, the following NXT, that she doesn't even need the knee brace anymore. So why the fuck did we even do this?
To get you.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you get got?
Fuck no.
Well, we'll get him next time, I guess.
Blake wants to do an open challenge, and Ava says, "Are you sure?" She says, "You don't believe I can do it." That's not what I said. She says, "You know what? If you want to do it, go right ahead. By all means, it's all you." Miles Bourne says that he's picking number 3, and Kalani and Jordan are still fighting. I'm gonna skip over this because this wasn't really a great match. This is more so just Ethan Page being Ethan Page. He's got Mr. Iguana for the North American Championship, and Booker is asking the right questions, which means that you fucked up booking. Booker says, "Why the fuck is Mr. Iguana getting a title shot? What did he do?" And Vic can't explain why he's getting the fucking title shot, so it's just cut. There's a point in this match where Booker gets so fucking upset. He's like, yo, beat this sucker and get him out of there. Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. I was bugging. He then said that egos to anyone can get it from WWE, NXT, TNA, the Indies, CBS, ABC, Telemundo. I said, all right, man, thank you. Let's see. He then throws Mr. Iguana off the top, and he hits Twisted Grin for 3. It was short, it was entertaining. And now, Ego is the 5th longest reigning North American champion. He dethroned Johnny Gargano. Number 4 is Obafemi and Carmelo Hayes. It's like a 2-way tie. Carmelo was at 273 over 2 reigns. Wesley was at 269. He is the longest, or he's the 2nd longest. No, sorry, Jesus, I'm tripping. These niggas are at the top. Oba and Carmelo are at the top at 273. Wesley is at 269. And then honorable mention is Velveteen Dream. I know, with the asterisk, at 231.
Fuck.
Solo held it for 7 days, and Trick held it for 3 days. Just threw that in there because I saw it.
Okay.
So, I'm going to skip over the Kendall Gray stuff because it's really nothing important. It's just, it's Kendall saying that she's so happy to win. And so was like, oh, if my knee didn't get fucked up, I would have won. And Ren's like, yeah, okay, anyway, move, nigga. Thank you.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
So says, oh, or no, sorry, Ren said it's bullshit because Zarya did end up spearing Kendall on the Go Home show for no reason. And Zarya's like, yeah, I have no idea why she did that.
It was for a reason. It was for an event.
Yeah, it was for a reason. Yeah, exactly. And you still lost.
Yeah. Oh.
So Oba walks in, tapping the belt, and he's like, hey, Dion Lennox, I did my part. You do yours now. And Dion says, yeah, nah, I got you. I'm going to win. Boy, did he not win.
Have that nigga.
Boy, did he not win that shit. Pax and Izzy, I hate the structure of this match. Because they did one too many of these will she, won't she spots just to pull Tatum in, and I fucking hate it. We get Cemetery Drive on the damn table. Like, bro, the way that Pax wrestled this fucking match, she's so awesome. And the fact that she's down here doing nothing is so lame. Tatum ends up losing because of fucking Shawn Spears and Nico Vance. Just
yay,
dumb.
Lord, yay.
Like, I would have preferred that, you know, this is like unhinged and she's just a really good wrestler. But no, of course not. What the fuck was I thinking? So, Ricky is lamenting over his loss. Javon says, yo, I'm a win Iron Survivor. You just gotta get back on track. That nigga said, you don't understand. The ruler is back, bro. We can't beat this nigga. Ricky Saints, what has happened to you? You lost, and now you sitting here talking about this was disgusting. They need to delete this from history because the way he was talking about Oba was crazy. That nigga was talking about you don't understand. Beating Oba is impossible now. The ruler is back. I said yuck.
Ew.
I said yuck, man. Javon says don't even trip. When I win, I'm not waiting for New Year's Evil. And I said this is smart, right? Because if he does end up winning, which he does, this gives Oba literally no time to recover from the shitty little match that they put him through. And I guess that's why they chose to do the Saints match the way they did. Is that it gives Javon a fighting chance, which is just dumb. I don't know. Cool little tidbit for the men's Iron Survivor is that it's Javon Evans and Leon Slater to start. They note that Javon only lost last year because he ran out of time. So now that he's in the front end, let's see how it plays out. Which is cool. I do like they did that.
And that's a lore point.
Nigga, the first thing this little nigga tries to go for is this damn super cutter.
Fire.
Like, I started with a finisher, I'm gonna fucking use this shit.
Yup. Wasting no time, nigga. Die.
So, we get a Rana pin on Leon Slater to kick it off. Javon is at 1 point. Miles Bourne is number 3 because he picked 3. Because his philosophy was that he doesn't want to be on the front and be too tired, but he also doesn't want to be on the end and have to make up a deficit. So he'll pick right in the middle. I mean, I can't say it's not sound logic, you know?
Yeah, not bad.
So, what do we have here? Dion Lennox hits a fucking Emerald Flosion On to Javon Evans for 3. He's got a point. They took their time in this one. Unlike the women's one where there was falls almost all over the place, they took their time. We are at 15 minutes, and there was only 2 falls. So Hendry then comes in. They note that he's the only former world champion in the match currently. Hendry pins Miles Bourne after a tilt-a-whirl slam. Hendry's on the board immediately after coming in. Nigga, Dion Lennox was waiting in the wings. Miles Bourne comes out of the pod, and he kicks that shit straight into this nigga's head. So we get a Swanton 450 on the Joe Hendry. This puts Leon Slater on the board. We get Bourne again on the Dion Lennox, and now it's a 5-way tie at 1. And while Lennox and Hendry are in the box, Lennox decides he's going to beat the shit out of Hendry. Let's see. Dion Lennox pulls Hendry out of the ring, and Javon Evans dives on top of him. He dives on top of Dion, and Dion throws him into the penalty box with an official and locks the door. But Dion is stupid, and he forgets that there is no roof on these fucking penalty boxes. So for the second time tonight, somebody has climbed out of the penalty. Granted, he wasn't supposed to be in there, so it's not really like a killing of the gimmick.
Yeah.
So he climbs out of the box. He dives on the Dion, takes him out. We get into the ring. There's an avalanche, Bourne again, but Dion Lennox pulls him out. We get a Swanton 450 attempted, but Hendry ends up picking up and power bombing Slater out of the ring. Miles Bourne rushes into Javon and gets himself cradled at 2 seconds. So the nigga that they called the walking liability in the TNA match, and the nigga that was the weakest link, was now once again the weakest link. This is fucking hilarious, nigga. Miles Bourne is so dog shit.
You hate to see it.
So, as Javon is celebrating his win, Oba comes out and stares him down. Then the lights go out. We see I guess, I don't know what to call that. Niggas walking on the highway, and Tony D'Angelo is back wearing a trench coat. And it turns out the box that Ava got last week, that was full of that black whatever the fuck, was apparently Tony D'Angelo's hat. How people were able to figure this dog shit out is beyond me. Why did you know that this was his fucking hat? How did you know this? Like,
Nigga,
what?
I want to say they guessed, but they probably, I don't know. Niggas like to count. Whenever somebody comes back, there's always a nigga on the scene that knows exactly who the fuck it is that's about to come back.
Like, what level of detective work do you have to be at to know that this is a hat? Nigga, it is just black material. What the fuck?
Smart,
I mean, I guess you could say, oh, well, how do you not know? It's whatchamacallit. Tony D'Angelo's been gone for 6 months. Nigga, so? You're acting like there's not a whole pipeline of 30 niggas from LFG. This could have been fucking anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anyway, the show was cool. It was definitely one of the better NXT shows. It was absolutely a 2-match card, though. You were only there for the Iron Survivor matches. So we head to Raw. We gotta speed through this. We got 3 hours.
We definitely do.
So, we got Last Time Is Now recap to start the show. Gunther Town Hall. Gunther says that John Cena is the greatest sports entertainer. He's going up the greatest wrestler. He then brings up the John Cena clock that does not show up on any other show. Hopefully it shows up on SmackDown. I would hope so.
That'd be pretty cool.
Says that's all the time they've got left to admire their hero, a hero that never gives up. Beating you is not enough. I'm going to do something nobody managed to do before. I'm going to break your spirit. I'm going to push you around and bully you. I'm going to drop you on your head. I'm going to put my arms around your head. I'm going to squeeze till every bit of hustle, loyalty, and respect is tapped out, and I'm going to force you to give up. Short, sweet. I don't know what else to say, man. Gunther is fucking... Yeah, no, that's not evil. That's called we're in a combat sport. Are you a pussy or what?
Evil as hell.
So, playing the role of AR Fox on this show is Kairi Sane.
Hey, you was on Friday, now you're on Monday too, big dog.
You know what's funny? I did see an AR Fox tweet like earlier this week where he was like, damn, I miss being out there. I said, no, you fucking don't, big bro. Just chill out.
You were out there every week, bro.
They was whooping your ass week to week.
Week to week.
That was a crazy time earlier this year with AR Fox. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but they really was just beating this nigga for no reason.
Nigga was on every fucking collision, bro.
Collision, Dynamite, it didn't matter. Everybody was getting a piece of AR Fox. So we get some cool stuff. Kyrie was never in an opportunity to win here. That's the story of the match. Is that Kyrie was always cooked. Asuka tried her best, but she gets super kicked and thrown in the timekeeper's area by Rhea. And then Io hits over the moonsault for 3. So the Vision is backstage. Logan Paul walks in and asks if anyone saw Rey Mysterio slap him last week. He says something's got to be done. And Braun is the scariest man I've ever seen in my life in this segment. Because he gets up in the most ridiculous fashion and says, "You want to do something about it? Let's do it." Heyman says, "Whoa, hey."
Braun was about to get the niggas fucking suspended off the fucking show.
Because he stood up, he stared daggers into this little nigga and said, "You want to do something about it? Let's do it." He then said, "Yo, I gotta talk to Paul real quick." He says, "Yo, y'all gotta back me up because I back y'all up. I'm their backup." Paul said, "Man, take these brass knuckles and go do something, man. I don't know." And then Paul then says, I don't care what anyone says. I like this guy. He's great." I was like, okay, man. Thanks. Whatever, bro. We get it. Yeah, y'all like Logan Paul. Okay. No more meta commentary, please.
Yeah, they do.
So Ray's walking backstage and he walks past Pierce, who's arguing with the fucking New Day again somehow. Logan attacks Rey Mysterio pre-match. Ray gets the upper hand and then he gets he gets laid up by the Samoan hoodie with a super kick. And then he gets his head stomped in, and then security is lagging behind. After Rey has been completely destroyed, that's when LA Knight decides he's going to come in quotations, save Rey Mysterio.
Yep, he saved him.
He says if the masked man is Rollins, he's going to stomp his head in. The Vision is worse now, with Logan Paul in it. And he wants to get revenge for Rey Mysterio, so he wants Logan tonight. And I said, sure, man, why not? What a useless man. Nah, deadass. Because what is your problem? Why did you come out after Rey Mysterio had been stomped into the fucking ground?
Nigga, I'm not trying to go one-on-one with Tez. Are you crazy?
Oh, they say it's not him. Everybody swears it's not him.
Uh-huh.
So we get the war. Yeah, actually, where are these niggas? All this.
Nigga, that's Tez, bro.
War Raiders versus AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Yeah, they've been cycling people, they're saying.
I might have to lock it in.
They've been cycling people because they got scared that niggas figured out that it was Theory Frame Zero, even though who the fuck else could it be?
But then, like, what's the fucking point, man?
There is no point.
I'm gonna fucking find out who it is, and I'm gonna be like, nigga, that was not you, one of them appearances,
yes,
bro.
It's the fucking Jiren conundrum. That's what it is.
Fucking Jiren.
That was funny, where it was like, yeah, no, that's Jiren. No, wait, that was fucking Topo. Never mind. The whole time.
I miss Super, man.
Yo. I do too. Apparently, Battle of Gods is coming back to Netflix. I don't know why that was just like on the Netflix flyer for me. I also didn't know that it wasn't on Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix does cycle out their shit a lot.
So I guess that's cool. Yeah, so we get War Raiders and Styles and Lee for the tag team championships. Javon is in attendance. This is the best that they're gonna do for Saturday night's main event. Is show you the people instead of having them wrestle before their matches. This is a foregone conclusion. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles win. What's important is that the New Day the Raw tag division is back. SmackDown has dropped the ball on the tag division, so Raw has picked it up. We have, checks notes, the New Day, the Usos, and this segment here is why Gunther was short. They had to find something to fill time. So, Jimmy,
fill time.
This was the craziest promo to cut by the Usos. Nigga, Jimmy gets on the mic and says, "Yeah, we've been losers." I said, "Wait, what? Hey."
Oh, the Danny Garcia school of cutting inspiring promos. Okay.
That nigga said, "We lost the WrestlePalooza." Okay. Jay lost his World Heavyweight Championship. Why did you say that, man? He lost him in the John Cena tournament. Why are you still saying this? Oh my god. Jimmy asked, what we doing? Jay says, we gonna get back to us. We gonna block the noise. Tag division on notice. The best damn tag team is now in your city. They get in the New Day's face and they say that the New Day and the Usos are Ali and Frazier, Rock and Austin, New Day and Usos. They turn to address the champs. The New Day turn them around and get dropped, and then it turns into a whole thing. So, really quick, Jackie brings out Stephanie Vaquer. She says she's the best in the world. Nikki comes out, wants a rematch, but Raquel sends her straight to fucking hell and then says that she is next. I said, oh, okay. So back in the Judgment Day clubhouse, Liv is wondering why Raquel didn't let her know that she was going to do that. She said, yo, I gotta let you know how to do everything. I said, oh, that's not nice. Hey, can everybody be nice to each other? I thought the Judgment Day was fine. Hello? Liv is clearly unraveling, and then she says, you know what? I'll be in your corner tonight. And Rock says, huh? What do you mean by that?
No, I got you, bud.
No, what do you mean by that? This then leads directly into Roxanne Perez and Lyra Valkyria. Saruk is in the crowd because it's Saruk and Bailey. Bailey's not even near this fucking match, so I don't know why this was what we did. But okay. This started out a bit slow. They had a couple of mishaps, but I mean, they got back to it eventually. But the finish here comes with Liv distracting and stunning Lyra, and then we get the pop rocks for 3. So, okay, this Natty and Maxine video package. Are we repackaging Maxine? I know we're repackaging Natty, but is this supposed to be like a thing for Maxine? Because if giving her an edge was what we wanted to do, why the fuck did she not go at Chad Gable and leave the fat nigga and Tozawa? Like, I don't understand how we did everything so ass backwards here. But I don't know, man. The only thing I can say is we'll have to watch and see. In our main event, Logan Paul and LA Knight have the most 2011 Raw hour 2 top of the hour match you ever did see. These guys suck, man. Like, plain and simple. I don't want to watch these niggas. If you tell me that this was like, if we didn't have to do Graps, nigga, I would have turned the fucking TV set off. Logan Paul and LA Knight in my main event, the TV getting shut off in my house, bro. Like, that's an instant shut off. This shit is ridiculous. So basically, Braun and Bronson get ejected. The ref is distracted again, and the masked fella reappears and stomps LA Knight's head directly into the table. And then in the ring, we get a frog splash for 3. They spear this nigga. They hit him with 2 tsunamis. The stagehand is telling Heyman that they gotta cut a promo, but he's going in the commercial. Heyman then says, "Yeah, you guys can go ahead, because by the time y'all come back, I'll be talking anyway." I said, "That okay." Breaker he hands a mic to Breaker. Breaker then asks where CM Punk is. I don't buy the nice guy act. You're straight edge, but you look like a crackhead. Mind you, he is in full Steiner cadence now. He sounds exactly like Scott. Like, if you don't hear it, I don't know what to tell you, but he sounds exactly like Scott. He has found it. So, it's only going to get worse. And by worse, I mean better. On January 5th, he doesn't want to face the new CM Punk. He wants the old CM Punk. If the new CM Punk shows up, I'm going to break him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to take his wife. Then they see that LA Knight is still drawing breath. So they go put him through the fucking table.
Bro, these niggas whoop his ass, put him through that table. That nigga LA Knight dares to get up, and they're like, "Nigga, are you crazy?" And they fucking put his ass through the fucking hood of somebody's, not the hood, but
yeah,
the
they
ceiling of
tsunami
somebody's
this nigga under the damn roof of that SUV, and Pierce is like, "Get the goddamn doctors." Yo, you guys are suspended, man. Oh my fucking, what did we say about y'all doing this thing?
That shit was kind of funny, I can't lie.
Yeah, Pierce is so pissed, bro. Because he the funniest thing about Pierce is not only does he have to deal with the fucking New Day, he's got to deal with this damn masked person. Heyman knows who it is and won't fucking tell him, and he knows Heyman knows, and that's what pisses him off the most. He knows that Heyman is fucking with him.
Yep.
So on NXT, we can speedrun this. Oba comes out, says he's 2-time NXT champion. This is true power.
He's so cool.
He then shits on Ricky and says, "It's fair play. The stars aligned, and you did exactly what you were going to do. You knocked the ruler off his throne. But NXT was not the same without the ruler on top. The universe found a way to correct itself. At Deadline, the ruler reclaimed his title. This title belongs to him. It is on his shoulder because that is the way it's supposed to be. At Saturday night's main event, he would stand across the ring from Cody Rhodes. He would not see potential. He would not see the future. He will see the now, the inevitable, the ruler, the destroyer, in all his glory over Femi." I said, holy smokes, what the fuck is this? What a fucking guy, man. Wow. God damn, man. Man, Ricky comes out in the shittiest shirt you ever did see. He says
I
he
lost
lost
my title,
himself,
allow me.
but he wants his rematch. And Javon comes out and he says, hey, I told y'all, I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm next. And here come Ricky, hating ass. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Nigga, who could touch me
Come
at my age?
on.
And then, and then he successfully rage baits Ova into giving him his title match, even though it's his own title match. He could quite literally just go to Ava and be like, yo, I'm cashing it in now. And nobody can say anything about it. So, we get a PAX promo. She cuts the head, she reveals the fact that she knows what she has to do. She's gonna by some way kill Sean Spears and Nico Vance. And then and then her and Izzy will be able to play together forever. And I said, oh jeez, that's kind of fucked up.
He's dead as fuck.
Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace. It was a cool little match, but it ends with a stupid finish. Jordan gets kicked into the barricade, which collapses, and then we get a 450 for 3. Jordan is doubting herself too, and then Thea was like, "Nah, you got this. You're Jordan Grace." And then Jordan calls her a teenager, or no, she calls her a 16-year-old, and Thea's like, "No, I'm 22. I mean, I came here when I was 18, you know, fresh out of high school, but nah, I'm 22." Really, really weird thing to say. Cause that was like the weirdest thing about Thea Hale when she first debuted, is that they're making it seem like she was like fresh out of high school. I mean, which technically she was, and that she was choosing to go to Chase U instead of an actual university or whatever. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
You got good scholarships over there, man. Come on.
No, you gotta actually watch like the Thea Hale debut. It was like those debut vignettes during that the Vince administration. That was they were not hiding any type of fucking tendencies and what preferences with the 2.0 stuff.
Yeah.
We have the North American Open Challenge that they talked about. So it doesn't actually happen. Blake comes out, and then everybody else comes out, and she's like, "Yo, one at a time. What the fuck? Hey, get away from the ring, all of you. Line up or something." Then Thea Hale makes her tap, and that's the segment.
Nice.
The bell never rang, so it was literally just a waste of a segment. I guess Thea Hale is just next, I assume. Shiloh Hill versus Lexus King happened. Kelly is with Oba. Oba says, when you're champion, you learn to expect the unexpected, but everything ends with the ruler on top. Cody has no idea what the ruler is capable of. He will break the Iron Survivor, and then on Saturday, he will break the American Nightmare. This guy, he's just cool. Like, I don't know how else to say.
Get him out from down here, bro. Let's move him up already.
Yeah, Oba, do me a favor and just lay his NXT championship down and just go up with me.
Just let it touch Earth, bro.
We can leave this shit right here and just go up to the main roster.
Let them niggas fight for the scraps. If they don't want to play ball and let Javon take that shit from you, let's just end it.
So Eagle comes out. Eagle says he came to NXT to drink from the fountain of youth and gain knowledge. Says he was the only guy asking the questions nobody wanted to ask. Calls the people he works with pretenders. Says that when John Cena is gone, he will be forgotten, but it's okay because Eagle will take his place.
Yeah, Eagle. What a nice guy.
Won the NXT title in record time, and then when he couldn't find his way back, he turned the North American Championship into the most sought after title. The 3 most important days are the day you're born, the day you die, and the day you recognize Ethan Page as the greatest superstar in the WWE. I don't know what was in the water tonight, but y'all was like, you niggas are making statement promos and nothing is happening afterwards. Anyway, Tony D shows up with the shitty little intro that he has, and he chokeslams him. Ava notes that because Javon is using his contendership tonight, they need a contender for New Year's Evil. So next week it'll be Dion Lennox, Leon Slater, Miles Bourne, and Joe Hendry. Eagle walks in and complains. He says, "Yo, first an iguana steals my fucking car. Tony D'Angelo shows up after 6 months and chokeslams me. What the fuck is going on around here?" And Ava admits that she has no fucking clue what's going on. Great.
Well, it ain't nothing good, I'll tell you that.
So Ruka and Ren Sinclair happened. Totally happened. This match doesn't matter because they're just trying. They have Zarya in the crowd, but it's not in the crow's nest. It's like, it's in the stands adjacent to the arena, so they can keep doing these vanity shots mid-match of Zarya being in the background ominously. We get a Soul Snatcher for 3 because it's a nothing happening match. Zarya elects to not speak, and then she walks off, and Soul chases after her. And then this bleeds into a face-to-face with JC and Kendall. Nothing of note to write down here. It was just a generic back and forth. JC talking about how she went from being the most beatable champion to being like the most important champion. Talks about being double champion. And then they end up brawling to end the segment. Hank and Tank are back from Japan. You gotta watch that segment. I don't know if you've seen it. You gotta watch that segment. Not now, but when you get a chance, just watch that fucking Hank and Tank segment. Their first challenge coming back from Japan is OTM. Blake confronts Ava about what happened out there. They note that Blake is now banned from open challenges because it was a fucking travesty, and now she has to wrestle Thea Hale next week. So in our main event, it's Javon Evans, Oba Femi for the NXT Championship. This was, I knew, something told me not to get my hopes up, and I did anyway. I got my hopes up, and they took everything from me.
That don't sound good. That don't sound like Javon looked good in that match.
No, he looked fucking amazing, and that's why I'm mad. He looked amazing, and I needed him to win. It would have been so fucking fire to have him win. Oh well, what does that do for the Saturday night's main event match? Nigga, who cares? Like this shit is, oh my god. No, they took something. They took something from me, man. They took a whimsy from me that I can't get back.
You'll listen. You'll get it eventually, bro.
No, man. There was no reason for them to do what they did.
I mean, no, but I don't know. Niggas felt this. They're perfectly fine with letting Javon be potential man for another fucking year or something like that.
Like this was so fucking sad, man. Like Javon is literally fighting his heart out, and there's no. I would have just rathered that Oba beat him, nigga. Oh, he has Oba dead to. He hits a cutter into a super cutter. He's going to win. The ref is pulled out of the fucking ring. Ricky pulled the ref out. But thankfully, because Javon is not a stupid babyface, nigga immediately house show dive on to Ricky. Does not care.
Yep.
He was not gonna be no fucking bitch. He said, "Hey yo, come here, fuck nigga."
Yeah, do not be a factor in my match any longer. Get the fuck out of here.
But because he divided his attention, he heads back into the ring and he gets hit with Fall from Grace for 3. Hey, I'm gonna call the CW. You niggas are in trouble.
Calling them is crazy.
I'm calling the CW and I'm getting them to cancel that fucking show. Because I have had absolutely enough of Shawn Michaels. What's that nigga named? Michael Shawn Hickenbottom? Bitch ass nigga? I have had enough of you.
Man. Not Big Hick.
Yeah, that's enough. Anyway, Dynamite starts with the Tag Championship Finals. This was cool. So, Tux, how does it feel?
It's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I'm glad we could finally make it. You know, Willow Nightingale is a champion once again. Just Willow Nightingale. There's not a tag team partner.
That's so fucked up, man.
Now, all right, I will say, you know, Harley Cameron, I think this is a good decision to make. Not just Willow, but Harley being her tag partner. Harley's still very raw, so, you know, teaming her up with Willow for a while is going to do wonders for her. And she wasn't bad in this match. It's just that coming away from that match, I had two things on my mind. I was like, one, I need Willow versus Toni Storm at least 25 minutes, like minimum 25 minutes. And the second thing is, damn, Mina's fucking good as shit, right? And then the third one was Harley's very raw, but, you know, that makes sense. They did cool shit in this match. It's just I feel the crowd lended a lot more of its energy to it than they probably should have. It's kind of fucked up to say, but it's like, you know, if the crowd wasn't hot for it, I wouldn't have been too mad. I would have been like, you bitch ass niggas better stand up for Willow. And that's what they did. Thank goodness.
I mean, if they weren't hot for it, the only person to blame is Tony Khan because the booking for the tournament was all over the place.
Yeah, absolutely.
The tournament was happening, then it wasn't happening, then Blood and Guts happened randomly, and then there still wasn't a tag match or there still wasn't a tournament match on Collision. Then we go to fucking Full Gear, and Full Gear doesn't have anything on it other than a pick your stipulation, multi-person match with the teams.
Yeah.
Just for the Timeless Love Bombs to pick the stipulation and have that be the reason they fucking lose anyway.
Yep.
Like, I just don't understand. It's so weird to do that.
Yeah, but
Anyway, Joe says that Joe responds to the Kingston promo from Collision, says this is the real him. He hates men like Eddie. Men like Eddie are jealous of guys like him. And he's the man that's gonna show you the reality of what this industry is. I cut a lot of that out because Joe doesn't really. Joe has a lot of these very wordy promos, and a lot of it doesn't really need to be said. He just says it because it sounds good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is good and it works with the promos, but there is a lot of shit that you can cut out from Joe promos to get the crux of what you need. So we get a promo, we get a Moxley promo. I missed the first part of this because I wasn't paying attention. But for the most part, he says his back is against the wall. There's not much time left for him. If you need ideal circumstances to win, then I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. You probably should find a new job or something. You know, niggas pay to watch this, right? He said this, by the way. Like, I'm not bullshitting. He said, yo, people pay to watch this, so you should probably like get better or something.
And nigga said, I have no choice but to come hard to fucking bring my best every single fucking time I get here.
He said, we got a saying in the Death Riders. If they're not willing to work, let them not eat. I said, damn, nigga, that's crazy. They're the... What the fuck did I just type? He said they're the hardest working. They're chasing that dragon every single night. I think Garcia started talking when my brain shut off. I don't know why he just started talking. He started talking and my brain just shut off, so we're just going to go to Jack Perry and Okada. Yeah. You don't want to hear what he said anyway. He said something dumb. He just said, yo, we're winners, and we're going to win, and we go out here to win every single night. I said, yeah, we said that already, man. Why did you say anything?
Thank you, Danny.
All right, so Jack Perry has taken Darby Allin's spot, just as we spoke about, and he's got Okada in his first match, so good luck with that, kiddo. This was the most upsetting match I've ever seen.
Nigga fucked his ankle up like spot 2, man.
This was okay, so we can talk about it. Bro, Okada said, I'm not taking that bump, man. I'm not bumping on the floor for that. So I guess he hyperextended something by drop kicking Okada because his ankle was fucked from there. He drop kicks Okada. Okada doesn't move immediately. This nigga is grabbing and like feeling his fucking ankle. And I'm just like, dude, what just happened? And it's bothering him the entire fucking match.
The whole fucking thing.
So then we fast forward a little bit. The snare trap is blocked by Okada biting the arm, or biting the hand. No, it was the arm, yeah, because this is STF. Then we get a tombstone, and the most ridiculous thing you've ever fucking seen happens. What does he do, Tux?
Alright, fucking... This freak-ass nigga bites this nigga's crotch, bro.
Yep, that is the thing that happened on television, on national television, in my sporting event. No DQ, by the way, that was crazy.
Nah, reference to you.
So Okada gets Jack Perry with the damn... Nah, this was crazy, right? Because Okada goes to Powder, and he says, yeah, that's it. Nigga picks the fucking chair up, and I said, yeah, I don't blame you, man. You probably should kill him with that. Let's see. Jack Perry gets caught with the damn Oklahoma Stampede into the Rainmaker for 3. And the Callis family comes out with the money. They said, yo, Jack Perry, join us. Jack said, I'm gonna do what I did, which is bite off more than I can chew. And I said, that's fucking gross, man. And then he starts fighting the Callis family. Luchasaurus comes out to help. The Bucks have chairs, and the Bucks get the money back after blowing Takeshi's fucking head off because he took the bullet for Callis. So Renee is with Eddie. Eddie says he's nervous. It's good to have fear. It keeps you on your toes. Today is the 50th anniversary of Terry Funk winning the world title. He wants to make him proud. He hopes to make his family proud. He's already 0-2 in world championship matches. He wants to crash out, but he's got respect for Renee. And he says Joe's going to have the fight of his life, and he's not going down easy. Mark Briscoe basically just said, watch Collision as I kill Daniel Garcia.
Thank you, Mark Briscoe.
There was a Death Riders thing in there, but it doesn't fucking matter because it's Yuta coming out and Garcia saying things and Marina saying things, and I just said, wow, this is ridiculous. So the Triangle of Madness is backstage again. They're harassing the women's locker room, and Statlander comes and kills them all. Then we have the Ops and Swerveback Mountain, and I said, that's pretty cool, I guess. Until, of course, we end up in the crowd for like 30% of this fucking match before the bell even starts. I was so disinterested with this fucking match. They're sitting here brawling all over the arena and the Concord and all that shit. I said, okay, man, let me know when y'all get back to the ring, because I'm too old for this. So when we get back to the ring, Swerve is taken out before the bell. So when they ring the bell, the Ops are just killing Hangman to start. Let's see. Swerve gets the damn elbow into the gritty.
Nigga loves that fucking gritty, brother.
Man, that's his shit, bro. Come on. Shibata goes for an armbar, but Swerve stomps him. We have a spot where Hangman and Swerve do back-to-back brawling. Hobbs runs at them both, but accidentally kills Shibata. We get the fall-away slam by Hangman into a 450 by Swerve on the Shibata. Then we get a discus forearm onto Hobbs into the rolling flatliner. They double powerbomb Hobbs onto a table that was just set up outside. And then we do the buckshot lariat into the house call into the Shibata for 3. Callis announces that on next week's Dynamite, it's going to be Okada, Takeshita, and Hachicero versus the Elite for his money that they stole.
I think it's so pressed about that shit, bro.
No, they took my money, bro. That's not their money. That's my money. I won it. Huh? Josh Alexander won that for me. He didn't win that for y'all.
How is that shit not insured?
That's not the fucking point. What do you mean how is it not insured? Oh, okay. It's money in a goddamn duffel bag. Of course it's not insured.
You brought out real money? There should be a fucking Don Callis signed IOU in that fucking satchel, bro.
It's the AEW money bag. We can't take it out of there. Unless it's to use it.
Oh my god. So,
Stokely says that next week in Manchester, FTR is going to dismantle Bang Bang Gang. He notes that the camera is a drug. People get in front of the camera and they think they deserve time, they deserve championships, and FTR is going to snap them back to reality.
That's crazy to say, but I hear you.
I mean, it's one of them super old man promos. Social media. It's a drug. Yeah, y'all do whatever for likes. All right, thank you.
You just sitting there at Thanksgiving trying to eat your fucking food. Here comes this nigga trying to.
Yeah, he's talking about WhatsApp conspiracy theories and 5G, whatever the fuck. And you're like, dude, can I eat?
Fucking WhatsApp invincible, man.
Yo, come on, man. Anyway, Continental Classic, Gold League. It's Kyle Fletcher at 6, Mike Bailey at 0.
Yo, I'm not going. I was watching this shit at work. I almost took my fucking shirt off.
Nigga, this was... Wow.
What?
So I watched this, and the only reason that I'm glad that Kyle Fletcher did not win it all out was because this match happened.
Literally, this match right here. Oh my god.
Osprey, hear me and hear me well. If you do not come back, don't come back. If you do not come back in time, don't come back. I have nothing but love and respect for you. You are my dog. But if you listen, man, it's done.
If you don't come back, don't come back. Might be some of the funniest shit.
If you don't come back, don't come back, bro. Because Kyle Fletcher is going, nigga. Kyle, he's next up. We say this for everybody. This is a nigga that is showing you night in and night out that he is next up.
Nigga, it's over.
Do not play with me. He's not winning the Continental Classic, but do not play with me come 2026.
The one thing that I forgot to mention while talking about the Timmy Cody podcast, right? And it's for good reason why what I'm about to say makes sense. There's no way a nigga of Timmy's caliber does not know about some damn AEW ball. Now I know why he couldn't mention it. And we're lucky to have even gotten the fucking Jay Lethal mention. No way Timmy didn't mention anything about fucking... I know for a fact he knew all about Cody's running that fucking company. He just couldn't mention it.
Asking him about smashing the throne.
I know for a fact he should have. He probably would have. I know for a fact that nigga Timothy Chalamet likes him some kind of fucking Fletcher, man.
He's a Fletchlight just like the rest of us.
Nigga, we need to link up that, bro.
They did talk about the Sean Spears thing. Nigga, Tux was talking about it, and I said, wait a minute. Is he talking about Sean Spears?
I didn't mention the name. I wanted to just talk about it and see if Guardian knew what I was talking about. He knew he caught that shit like probably 2-3 sentences and immediately that shit was amazing, dog. They did talk about the chair shot, but that was more Cody bringing it up. He didn't talk about where he brought it or where it happened. Obviously, he can't name the fucking company. But
Can't talk about
he
it.
did mention Sean Spears. I know for a
Well,
fact.
Sean Spears works here, nigga.
Oh, I know, but them niggas have never interacted in this company a day in they fucking life.
I mean, they
so
can't. That nigga is a snake oil salesman on NXT.
Oh yeah, but that should tell everybody where the fuck that happened at. But yeah, no, Kyle Fletcher, he's gonna, he's gonna fucking.
Yo, like, don't.
Through the stratosphere.
If this nigga does not win this fucking Owen Cup next year, Tony Khan, I will be at your door.
You're going now.
If he does not win the Owen, if he does not win at All In, Tony Khan, I will be at your door.
Absolutely. Yo, Kyle Fletcher, he's AEW's golden ticket. However, I cannot let Speedball go unpraised. Nigga, I think I praised Speedball.
Nigga, I love Speedball, but Speedball's stupid as fuck. Why did you do that on the outside, bro?
What? The
fucking ultimate weapon to the damn floor. Why did you do that?
Oh, my friend. Nigga, I want you dead now.
What?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Yo, what's that video that's going around? Let's die together. Let's fucking die together, man. Let's do it. I'm for it. Let's do it. Right here, right now.
The end of this match is fucking unreal.
It's fucking spectacular, nigga.
So we get the damn Tatsumaki for 2. Fletcher hits him with a super kick to stop another one. Bailey hits the ultimate weapon for 2. We get the damn ultimate weapon to the floor and he misses, and without missing a fucking beat, Fletcher gets him up, apron bomb. Rolls him into the ring. He gets the flash kick into the sheer drop for 2. Nigga, and then Bailey ends up rolling this nigga up for 3 with a minute left in the regulation. And I said, wow, that's a mile a fucking minute, bro. Also, I didn't talk about it, but Fletcher, they were on the barricade. Fletcher body slams this nigga on the barricade and gives him the dirtiest fucking bruise anyone has ever seen.
This shit is, it's actually nuts as fuck, bro.
It's so disgusting. Like, bro, his back looks like shit immediately. It's not even one of those he's gonna wake up and it's purple. Nigga, it was purple when he hit the floor.
Down, yeah. Hopefully it's not lasting damage, but golly, that should look good.
So after this, Hangman says, I got winner at World's End. And everybody's like, yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. The Bucks accept Don Callis' challenge, and they ask Luchasaurus to team with them. Luchasaurus says no, and then he points at Kenny's locker room, and Kenny says, if it's a Don Callis family, I'd do it for free. And they walk into Kenny's locker room to discuss strategy. They're discussing strategy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe for the AEW Championship. Hook gets ejected almost fucking immediately.
Good.
This match was... Eddie is fucking awesome. Joe is awesome. This was just 2 niggas hitting each other as hard as they fucking can. Oh. We get a John Cena nod with the AA into the STF, but other than that, it is niggas. It is a All Japan match. Or fucking Noah match from the 90s. Yep. Niggas hitting each other as hard as they can. The stiffest looking suplexes. Eventually, the Hurricane is blocked. Eddie hits a cutter after he hits a headbutt. Joe blocks the second, or he ducks the second Hurricane and locks in the Coquina clutch. And Eddie has to tap out because he can't fight out anymore.
Yep.
What a dynamite, man.
Post show we got a little something too.
Yeah, Danielson decided to give this nigga the pep talk that he needed.
Yeah, do not go gentle into that good night, nigga. Keep fighting.
This shit is awesome.
Fire. I fuck with Eddie a lot. I haven't been on Twitter, so I haven't seen any Eddie slander from yesterday. But I know it's out there. But like now that I'm
not listening to that because you niggas have stupid ass fucking slander for Eddie Kingston. Oh, he cut the same promo every time. If I go to your profile and I see LA Knight, let me go to your profile and see LA Knight. I promise you.
This shit just works for me. The Eddie Kingston character, all of it, especially coming back after what happened with fucking his leg getting fucked up and shattered and all that shit. not having the confidence, being afraid to come out and fuck it up. Technically coming out and fucking it up too because he wasn't at his best and just still continuing to fight. Like, nigga, times like these, it's shit that makes me feel alive, nigga. Even if he didn't win against Joe, like, Danielson giving him that speech and just like keep going, like, bro. This is what niggas look for in sports like this. It's the will to keep going, nigga. Isn't that what the Daigo book is called? A will. Well, that's the will to keep winning, but same shit. The will to keep that shit fucking means something to me, man. Because Eddie, and I'm sure that's just him. And if it's not, he's damn good at playing his
Nah,
character.
it is
But
him.
just like
This is a nigga that refuses to play a character because there is no better character than him.
Yeah, because it is just like, and there's something that there is a think piece to be had that he's just a nigga from New York, and everybody can relate to him. But
I mean, he
I'll
is.
save that. I'll save that for the New Yorkers. But it's just you can see the way that like even during the fucking speech Danielson is giving him, the nigga's crying and like he's just like he just can't. He doesn't want to accept this shit. Niggas in the crowd yell, "I fucking love you." He can't help but just say, "I fucking love you too." This is the ultimate everyman. I can see how he got over. I can see why niggas are so excited to fucking watch him. And like, yeah, he's not completely caught up to where he was before his leg got exploded. That's all you can really say. Shit got exploded. But I don't dread Eddie matches.
Nah,
I like Eddie matches.
I love Eddie matches. I think the problem is that Tony Khan has set this nigga up for failure. Especially since coming back, he set him up for failure. The full gear match was set up for failure. The fucking I talked about the Josh Woods match at the top of the show. That was also another setup for failure. The fucking Shibata match was also weird. Like he just had a really weird path to this match.
Yeah,
It could have been way better.
for sure. However, I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, bro. What I get is what I get. Because Tony Khan is, I guess, it has to actually do his job now. Now that the fucking Jaguars are good. Uh,
Don't let Chris hear you say that.
so, huh?
I said, don't let Chris hear you say that.
Well, Chris, by process of elimination, Colts are dead. The Texans' offense isn't worth a damn. And I don't even remember what the other fucking team is in that division. So by fucking proxy, you niggas win the division, go to the playoffs with a decent offense and a pretty good defense. So what do you want me to say? Tony Khan has to do his job now. You're fucking up my product.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that you're like ruining my shit.
The fuck? Look at what's happened to my women's division. Although my fave did win a title, so I can't really say that anymore. But look at what's happened to my fucking women's division. Women's division. Now I gotta go buy this Babes of Wrath t-shirt and indirectly support your team.
That's fucking funny, man.
Also, I finally got my fucking Eddie Kingston baseball jersey after like 2 fucking months, man.
There you
Just
go.
in time for the match, huh?
See, pre-production. Yeah, they wanted you to go sit down and watch the world title match. Come on now.
Pretty good. I got Tony Khan guy's pretty good at the job.
This
Hey,
shit
let's
is
hope.
ridiculous.
Well, I don't want to say I hope they get bounced out of that shit, but
Yo,
they
man, come on.
they do get bounced. Hopefully, my Graps gets better. Well, it's pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie, but
No,
post Continental
it's good.
Classic.
As misogynist as it is for me to say, the women's match was the worst match on the card.
Yeah,
And it's not worst in a sense of like it actually weighed the show down. It was just worse in a sense of it didn't feel as important as everything else on this match. Like even the fucking Swerveback Mountain tag match was super important to the show, but the women's tag tournament has been on the back burner since it fucking started. So it's no one's fault but Tony Khan's. You can't expect me to get excited for something you're not excited for. No, it's not. That's what their team
Swerveback
is.
Mountain is that is insane.
No, it's not. It's what it is. I wasn't writing them fucking long ass names out. Anyway, that was Graps for this week. Want to thank y'all for watching. Listen, if we didn't talk about the Chelsea Green slander tweets, and I don't want to talk about them because there's nothing to talk about. Also, if this John Cena pay-per-view is some fucking ass, you probably will not hear from me. I'm not gonna hold you because these niggas have fucked up this damn retirement tour. And if they fumbled each and every step of the way. And if they fumble at the finish line, there's not enough for me. But at the same time, I mean, there is just so much.
Up to me, bro. I got enough. I gotta watch Final Battle. I gotta watch Smashing Machine. I gotta watch this fucking variety actors on actors shit, man. If John opens that shit, and if John taps out, we might have to tape Graps.
Taping it is
we might,
crazy.
we might have to tape that shit and make it a premiere, bro. I just don't know.
Yo, having the
Oh
fucking
my
pre-tape the Graps is so fucking funny. It's something that we've literally only talked about once, and it was actually before Saturday Night's main event. So funny enough.
Was it?
Yeah,
You
it was the
remember
fucking
that?
the May one, whatever
Oh, was that the one when I went
that was
to
the cage match, the fucking cage match where this nigga ripped the fucking handcuffs off, and we were like, wow, it looks fucking garbage. The damn Solo and Jacob match in the cage.
Oh yeah.
That was when we
I think
talked about pre-taping.
yeah, because I was going to Chicago or something
Yeah,
like
we were
that.
both going to
Oh, we were both
whatever the
going. Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. Combo breaker. Damn. If it is bad enough, might just tape that bitch straight
Yeah,
up.
that
Either
nah
way.
for sure. Y'all will
Next
know in the Discord, bro. We not even playing with this shit.
next Thursday I'm cooked anyway because I'm working like a fucking double because some niggas rented out our building.
Damn.
So probably see Friday.
All right, bet. So bet we'll play
All
it by
right.
ear. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. This is almost 4 hours. We're very sorry. It wasn't even because of the show. It was because we got caught up talking about the news. There's really just too much fucking news on a weekly basis, especially
Niggas
now
talk so
because of
goddamn
fucking
much.
John Cena. You said what?
Yep. I said these niggas talk so goddamn much.
Yeah, these niggas ruin everything, man. Like it's fucking ridiculous. But we will see you guys next week. Y'all have a good night and Godspeed.
Peace out, y'all.